Chapter 563, Do You Still Want Those Old Cows to Come and Find You? 1, Utted by Bexenville. CM Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain. Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb were walking around Green Bull Mountain. After the Green Bull man left, the two of them also thought of setting up some traps in the forest. He wanted to lure Xiao Changtian to the peak. At this moment, Fei Lei, who was walking in front, saw a few men with green bulls lying on the ground. She quickly walked over and placed her hand on his nostrils. There's still aura. Quick, bring him to Senior Qingtian. Lightning Tomb looked at the few men with green bulls lying on the ground and said slowly to Fei Lei. As the overlord of the Green Bull Mountain, the cultivators of the Green Bull clan were actually defeated here. This made one ponder. With this thought in mind, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb couldn't help but think of Xiao Changshan's figure. With Xiao Changshan's strength, it wasn't impossible for him to do this. Then, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb carried the Green Bull man on their backs. He flew towards the mountain peak. At the same time, after arriving at Green Bull Mountain, Xiao Changtian also took the map given by the Hellfire. Looking at the map, Xiao Changtian muttered, Ahead should be the Green Bull colony recorded by the Hellfire. Xiao Changtian said, but he was also very excited. In his previous life, Xiao Changtian especially liked to eat beef hot pot and grilled steak. The Hellfire was like a worm in his stomach. It knew what he wanted to eat. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian quickened his pace. At this moment, on the peak of Green Bull Mountain, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb brought Green Bull and the other men to the lake again. After looking around, he did not find the old Green Bull. Electric Tomb also gathered the true essence of his body into his throat and shouted to the surroundings, Senior Qingtian, it's bad. A noble cultivator has been attacked. It's unknown if he's dead or alive. The Lightning Tomb's voice reverberated between heaven and earth. The lake in front of them also stirred up layers of huge waves. Then, the old Green Bull's figure appeared on the huge waves. When he came to Fu Lei and Electric Grave, the old Green Bull also saw his Green Bull clan. His spiritual sense swept across them, and his expression turned cold. Who was it? Who was it that did this to my clansmen? The old Green Bull's furious voice slowly echoed in Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb's ears. Fei Lei's collar was also grabbed by the old Green Bull. He had only left with Fei Lei and the others for a short while before he received news that his clansmen had their cultivation bases plundered. How could the old Green Bull not be furious? Their Green Bull race had occupied the Green Bull Mountain for so many years, but this was the first time someone dared to be so arrogant in the Green Bull Mountain. When Dianmu saw Qingtian's angry expression, he said fearfully, Senior Qingtian, it's very likely that it was done by that unknown expert. That guy is here. Qingtian frowned when he heard the Electric Tomb's words. Then, he threw Fei Lei to the side. If it was that person, it could still be explained. After all, in the Green Bull Mountain, the people who dared to attack their Green Bull race had not been born yet. Let me see who you are. As he spoke, Qingtian's body also lit up with a green light. In an instant, it enveloped the entire Green Bull Mountain. While Qingtian was searching the entire Green Bull Mountain, Xiao Changtian also came to a grassland. I didn't expect there to be such a place in the mountains. The cultivation world is really different. Xiao Changtian looked at the grassland in front of him and said slowly. Then, he took out a telescope from the bamboo basket in Fuxian's hand. After observing the grassland for a while, Xiao Changtian slowly said to Futian, get ready. It's time to start working. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Futian was also very excited. After coming to heavens beyond, he wanted to test the strength of the demon beasts in the demon spirit sky. Following that, Fu Tian also prepared to pick up a weapon from the bamboo basket. Just as Fu Tian bent down, his body also paused for a moment. The demon beasts of the demon spirit sky were all so arrogant. They even took the initiative to attack. At this moment, Fu Tian also released his spiritual sense. In the air, Qing Tian and Fu Tian's spiritual senses also collided. Bang! The two spiritual senses collided, and the green ball transformed into its own figure. The figure of the green bull behind it was faintly discernible. As for Fu Tian's spiritual sense, it transformed into a dignified figure with an invincible aura. Qing Tian looked at Fu Tian and said slowly, "Why have you come to my Green Bull Mountain? You're already like this. Aren't you going to fight?" Fu Tian looked at the black bull in front of him and didn't say anything. A golden book appeared in his hand. Book of Man, 9 Dragons Imperial Heaven. As soon as Fu Tian finished speaking, the golden light on his body continued to rise. They turned into golden dragons that tore at the sky. Seeing that Fu Tian was about to attack without any explanation, Qing Tian also shouted angrily at him. "Are you going to fight to the death with my Green Bull Mountain?" Bang! As soon as Qing Tian finished speaking, the golden dragon also passed through his body. Qingshan's figure also disappeared from the world. "Boring, you ran away so quickly." Fu Tian muttered to himself as he held the bamboo basket in his hand. Xiao Changshan's voice was heard. "Fu Tian, hurry up. Do you still want those old bulls to come and find you?" Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Fu Tian nodded at him. His master was right. With his and his master's strength, there would be no opponents. It was normal for the old bull to run away when he saw him. However, it was still much stronger than those in the divine world. Thinking of this, Fu Tian quickly picked up the bamboo basket and followed behind Xiao Changtian. On the Green Bull Mountain, Fei Lei came to Qing Tian's side after a while and said slowly to him, "Senior Qing Tian, how is it?" At this time, Qing Tian also slowly withdrew his spiritual sense and looked down the mountain. No wonder that old man Pill's soul didn't deal with it himself and brought the trouble to me. Qing Tian glanced at Fei Lei. In Qing Tian's eyes, Fu Tian was a battle maniac. Moreover, that person's strength just now was already on par with his. Fei Lei felt a sense of foreboding when Qing Tian stared at him. "Bring Qing Feng and the others back to their residence. You don't have to interfere in this matter." Fei Lei nodded at Qing Tian. It seemed that the strength of that unknown expert was beyond his imagination. Even Senior Qing Tian had to treat him so seriously. After Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb left the mountain with Qing Feng, Qing Tian waved his hand and said slowly to the void in front of him, "Demon King of the Mountain, come and have a chat." Chapter 564, We Are Just Passing By, 1, Utted by Bexenville. CM Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain Peak. Qing Tian stood on the mountain peak. A few men wearing animal skin coats slowly stood up. At this moment, Qing Tian also looked at the few men in front of him and slowly said to them, "Everyone, the Green Bull Mountain has not been invaded for many years. Someone is coming to destroy our home today. I think you know what to do." On Green Bull Mountain, a man wearing black leather beast clothes heard Qing Tian's words. He scratched his own claws and said slowly to Qing Tian, "Don't worry, milord. He's just a human. We feel that he will feel our hospitality. Leave those humans with small arms and legs to me." The person who spoke was a man in yellow clothes. He was muscular and his tone was filled with disdain. In front of Qing Tian were the top experts in Green Bull Mountain. They were all golden immortals. When Qing Tian heard Black Panther and Yellow Pig's words, he also said slowly to them, "Let me remind you, don't underestimate the human race. To be able to come here, your abilities are not small. Don't fail miserably." Hearing Qing Tian's words, Black Panther, Yellow Pig, and the rest also had to symbolically bow to Qing Tian. Then, their figures turned into a stream of light and flew towards various directions of Green Bull Mountain. After Qing Tian watched them leave, a jade bottle appeared in his hand. It was the jade bottle that the Pill's Soul Heaven had asked Fei Lei to give him. Looking at the jade bottle in his hand, Qing Tian muttered, I hope I can break through this time. Otherwise, I'll suffer a loss. As soon as he finished speaking, Qing Tian turned into a stream of light and entered the lake. On the other side, under Xiao Changshan's lead, Futian also came to a narrow entrance. Through the narrow entrance, Xiao Changtian could also feel the sounds coming from inside. There was also a relatively rough-looking cowshed. Then, Xiao Changtian brought Futian into the cowshed. Looking at the scene in the cowshed, Xiao Changtian was also very excited. It seemed that he had found the right place. It looked like a cow's den. As he thought about it, Xiao Changtian slowly said to Futian, "Futian, let's set up first and wait for the rabbit." As he spoke, Xiao Changtian took out props from the bamboo basket and began to set up the cowshed. At the same time, Fei Lei, Electric Tomb, and Qing Feng slowly appeared outside the cowshed. "Sir, this is your residence, right?" Although Qing Feng's cultivation base was completely gone now, Fei Lei was still quite polite to him. After all, they were in other people's territory. When Qing Feng heard Fei Lei's words, he also smiled at him. "Thank you." As he spoke, Qing Feng also walked to the narrow entrance. He took out a token from his chest. The moment the token was taken out, the narrow mouth emitted a burst of green light in response. At this moment, Qing Feng's figure also paused for a moment. "Not good, someone has broken into my mansion." As soon as he finished speaking, Qing Feng did not care about anything else and directly rushed into his residence. Now, he had lost all of his cultivation and was only left with the things in his mansion. If it was stolen again, then he would never be able to make a comeback. He saw Qing Feng hurriedly walking into his territory. Fei Lei and the Electric Tomb looked at each other and quickly followed. After entering his mansion, Qing Feng first looked around. Then, he felt his feet lighten. Bang! With a loud bang, Qing Feng saw a huge pit under his feet. Without any cultivation, his body naturally fell down. When he arrived at the bottom of the pit, Qing Feng felt the power of laws around him. The human form could not maintain its transformation and turned into a green bull lying in the pit. At this moment, Xiao Changtian also walked out slowly with Futian. "Futian, the prey has taken the bait." Xiao Changtian said to Futian and came to the pit. Xiao Changtian knew that his plan had succeeded when he heard the loud noise. When Qing Feng saw Xiao Changtian, he also shouted at him. Xiao Changtian smiled at Qing Feng and said, "You must have fallen quite badly just now. It's okay. You'll be free soon. It's been a long time since I've eaten grilled steak." Qing Feng heard Xiao Changshan's words, and a burst of anger appeared in his heart. Damn it, this person actually wanted to eat him. Then, he struggled violently for a few times and glared at Xiao Changtian, who was at the entrance of the cave. As for Futian, he looked at Qing Feng in the pit and also looked at the goldfish tank in his hand. With his eyesight, he naturally knew that it was the ancestral dragon who had destroyed his cultivation previously. At this moment, the green bull looked at the ancestral dragon with bloodshot eyes. "Oh, you still have a temper." Ancestral dragon swam around the goldfish tank and looked at Qing Feng disdainfully. At this moment, Fei Lei and Electric Grave also walked in from outside. When he saw Xiao Changtian, who was about to make Qing Feng happy, his face stiffened. It couldn't be such a coincidence, right? Xiao Changtian looked at the lightning tomb and Fei Lei in front of him and was stunned. These two people seemed to have met somewhere before. Then, seeing Fei Lei and the Electric Tomb walking back, he said to them slowly, "This green bull is mine. You can go look for it elsewhere." When they heard Xiao Changshan's words, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb's bodies stiffened instinctively. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, he heaved a sigh of relief. Well, leave now." Xiao Changtian nodded at them when he heard that they were leaving. "Your things." At this moment, Xiao Changtian pointed at a mirror on the floor. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Electric Tomb looked at the mirror on the ground and quickly picked it up. Master, are they targeting this green bull? At this time, Fu Tian also came to Xiao Changshan's side. Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb also paused for a moment when they heard Fu Shan's words. No, we're just passing by. We haven't seen the green bull. At this moment, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb also waved at Xiao Changtian. Yes, yes. You guys go and take a look elsewhere. Fu Tian, get ready. Let's see how the food tastes. At this time, Xiao Changtian also ordered Fu Tian to prepare to roast the whole cow. After Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb knew Xiao Changshan's goal, they took advantage of the time when they were preparing. They quickly slipped out and ate the green cow. They didn't even dare to think about it. Fei Lei, what should we do? After leaving Qing Feng's mansion, Lightning Tomb clutched his chest and spoke slowly to Fei Lei. Chapter 565, Demon King Moves Out, 1, Utted by Bexenville. CM Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain. When Fei Lei heard the Electric Tomb's words, true essence surged in his hand and he punched himself in the chest. Then, he spat out a mouthful of blood. Fei Lei, what are you doing? Electric Grave said to Fei Lei in confusion when he saw his actions. How can we face the sky like this? If he finds out that we've given up on his clansmen, perhaps. At this moment, Fei Lei also cut his own neck. Hearing Fei Lei's words, Lightning Tomb also reacted. He also punched himself in the chest. Then, the two of them turned into a stream of light and flew toward the Green Bull Mountain. At this moment, Black Panther and the others were also standing in the air above the Green Bull Mountain peak. After they received Qing Tian's order, they also started searching in their respective domains. There was no sign of any human at all. Do you think that the human is in our children's stomachs? At this moment, Black Panther looked at the few monster kings opposite him and said slowly to them. Ha, only your Black Panther tribe eats humans. Those people are not even enough to fill the gaps between our teeth. However, it's said that those humans like to eat pork and beef. I wonder what it feels like to be eaten. As he spoke, Yellow Pig laughed loudly. I see that Lord Qingtian is in seclusion. Let's go back. After waiting for a while and not seeing Qingtian's figure, Black Panther slowly said to everyone. At this moment, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb slowly arrived at the mountain peak. The Black Panther and Yellow Pig exchanged a glance, and their eyes lit up. 2 humans. Mine. Black said to the Yellow Pig. Then, its body flashed and it arrived in front of Fei Lei and the Electric Tomb. Human, so you were hiding here. The sharp claws in its hands brought about a whooshing sound as the Black Panther was about to attack Fei Lei's head. Thunder God's protection. At this moment, Fei Lei's quintessential essence also flashed, forming a lightning shield in front of him, blocking the Black Panther's attack. Bang! After the two sides clashed, they stabilized themselves on the mountain peak. Black Panther, looks like you're not that great. The Yellow Pig saw that Black Panther was at a disadvantage and mocked him. After Fei Lei stabilized his body, he saw the Yellow Pig that was about to attack him. She also reached out to stop him. Wait, we're here to look for Lord Qingtian. As he spoke, Fei Lei took out a token. It was the token of the Green Bull race. Seeing the token in Fei Lei's hand, the Yellow Pig slowly withdrew its attack. Why are you looking for Lord Qingtian? At this moment, the Lightning Tomb also took a step forward. We're here to report that Lord Qingtian has met with misfortune. We met that expert on the way to the mansion with Qing Feng. After heavily injuring us, I plan to roast Lord Green Maple to eat. At this point, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb also knelt down toward the lake. Lord Qingtian, we are useless. When Black Panther and the others heard that someone wanted to treat the Green Bull clan as food, they were also shocked. A huge wave suddenly rose from the lake behind them. The huge waves stacked layer by layer, finally forming a staircase. Then, the lake water rolled and formed a shadow of the blue sky above the stairs. Lord Qingtian. Black Panther, Yellow Pig, and the others could see the sky. They seemed to feel the anger flowing out of his body. At this moment, everyone shut their mouths and did not speak. Kill without mercy. Qingtian said slowly, then glanced at Fei Lei and the electric tomb. Under the gaze of the blue sky, Fei Lei and electric tomb felt that there was no privacy in their bodies. Then, the blue sky and the thousand-layered waves slowly dissipated. When the blue sky dissipated, the Demon King's presence slowly said to him, "We will definitely slaughter that human." Then, those monster kings flew towards the green maple mansion where Xiao Changtian was. As they left, the entire peak became quiet again. At this moment, Fei Lei also brought the electric tomb down the mountain. "Fei Lei, what are you doing?" After being pulled away from Green Bull Mountain by Fei Lei, Lightning Tomb spoke to him slowly. "Didn't you see the killing intent in Qingtian's eyes just now? It's obvious that he wants to kill us. But he seemed to have been restrained by something just now. Anyway, our business is almost done. Let's find a place to wait and see." Hearing Fei Lei's words, Lightning Tomb nodded at him. With their immortal king strength, as long as they were not in a place like Green Bull Mountain. If they were in the other regions of the demon spirit world, who would be able to do anything to them? At the same time, in the Green Bull Mountain, Xiao Changtian and Futian sat beside a bonfire. On top of the flames was a roasted ox leg. After getting Qing Feng out of the pit, Xiao Changtian and Futian also took materials from the ground. As he ate the roast beef, Futian watched Xiao Changtian eat it with a face full of oil. This was the cultivation of his master to experience life in the mortal world. From Fuxian's point of view, Xiao Changshan's every move seemed so natural. There was no spiritual energy fluctuation on his body, but the spiritual energy between heaven and earth automatically gathered on his body. It seemed that he was still a long way from becoming an omnipotent expert. Xiao Changtian looked at the dazed Futian and said slowly, "Futian, don't just stand there. It's not bad to eat while it's hot. If someone comes, how much can you eat?" This Futian was still in a daze while eating. If he were to eat with others, he would probably not be full even after the green bull was finished. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Futian smiled at him. Following that, he also tore off a piece of fat from the green bull's body like Xiao Changtian. "Master, this is for you." "No need, I'll do it myself." At this time, Black Panther and Yellow Pig had also arrived outside Qing Feng's mansion. Seeing that the array formation of the mansion in front of them had been destroyed, Black Panther, Yellow Pig, and the others looked at each other. His body also rushed in. Sitting next to the bonfire, Futian seemed to have sensed something. He also looked in the direction of the entrance. "Master, it seems that someone is coming." Xiao Changtian rubbed his belly when he heard what Futian said. "It doesn't matter. Let them come. There's nothing to eat." The green bull had already been eaten by him and Futian. If someone came, they probably wouldn't get anything. When Futian heard Xiao Changshan's words, he nodded. Indeed, if those ferocious beasts came in, they would also be sending food to his master. Chapter 566, I'm just a bear, I don't have any meat. 1, uttered by Bexenville. CM Sky of Yao Spirit, Green Maple Mansion. Black Panther and Yellow Pig led the demons behind them and charged into the mansion. "There are 2 humans there." In the demon horde, an unknown demon beast shouted loudly. Then, the demons gathered behind a bush. "Lord Qing Feng." The Black Panther stood in front of the monster horde and said coldly when he saw Xiao Changtian holding a thigh in his hand and the bones on the ground. "Human, unforgivable." The Yellow Pig saw the shelf above the bonfire that had not been taken down and said angrily. Then, Black Panther and Yellow Pig planned to attack Xiao Changtian. Black Panther, Yellow Pig, wait. Just as Black Panther and Yellow Pig were about to rush out, a pair of powerful palms grabbed them. After the 2 of them turned around and saw who it was, they said unhappily, "Black Bear, what are you doing? The one who caught the black panther and the yellow pig was a gray-yellow bear with a strong body. Just like Black Panther and Yellow Pig, he was also one of the many monster kings. You two don't need to be in such a hurry. Since this person dared to brazenly roast Lord Ching Feng to eat. I don't think it's that simple. We still have to think about it carefully. Black Bear looked at Black Panther and Yellow Pig and said slowly to them. After the Yellow Pig heard the Black Bear's words, it also broke free from his palm. Black Bear, if you're afraid, just say it. There are so many of us, and he only has 2 people. Can he make us run away with our tails between our legs? Yellow Pig said unhappily, then said to the demons behind him, the human race is so arrogant in our territory. Brothers, if you're not afraid of death, follow me. Yes, Lord Green Maple was only injured and was ambushed by those 2 humans. We have to take revenge for Lord Green Maple. At this moment, Black Panther also chimed in. Black Bear, if you're afraid, you don't have to come. After mocking the Black Bear. Under the leadership of Black Panther and Yellow Pig, the demons attacked Xiao Changtian. Beside the bonfire, Xiao Changtian said to Futian after hearing the rustling of the grass, Futian, get ready. The prey is coming. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Futian understood. He placed the goldfish tank on the rock on the ground and followed Xiao Changtian into the bushes. Master really knew how to play. Futian looked at the ancestral dragon on the ground and sighed in his heart. With senior ancestral dragon's strength, how could the demon beasts in this mountain be his match? However, Xiao Changtian still put all kinds of traps and beast lure powder on the ground before eating. As long as the demon beasts in the forest smelled this scent, they would definitely walk over. Master's actions were really returning to his original state. Xiao Changtian and Futian hid behind a big tree, looking at the beast luring powder and traps on the ground. He was also looking forward to it. With these traps that he had set up and the temptation of the little goldfish. I don't believe those wild beasts won't take the bait. When Black Panther saw Xiao Changtian and Futian walking behind them, he shouted, Quick, those humans are trying to escape. As soon as he finished speaking, Black Panther also increased his speed. Ah! 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 Black Panther had only taken a few steps when he heard a series of miserable cries coming from behind him. He turned around and saw that some demon monarchs were trapped by a clamp on the ground and were struggling in pain. This is a high-grade immortal item, detestable human. Hearing the screams of the other demon beasts, the Black Panther also wanted to find the Yellow Pig. When he saw the Yellow Pig being caught by a clamp, he also wanted to save it. Suddenly, a smell entered his nostrils and he felt dizzy. Damn it! Black Panther cursed in his heart, then felt his entire body go limp and weak. He directly transformed into his original form and fell to the ground with a bang. After a while, Xiao Changtian said to Futian from behind the tree, Futian, let's go out and take a look. Xiao Changtian also walked towards the bonfire. Xiao Changtian rubbed his eyes when he saw the wild beasts on the ground. Wow, it can't be. So many. At this moment, beside the bonfire, there were fallen leopards and wild boars caught by his beast trap. They were all delicious and meaty animals. Xiao Changtian walked to the bonfire and said a few words. This snake can be used to make soup for Futian and the others. There's still this turtle, look at this old turtle, it'll leave you a complete corpse. Sin. Originally, he did not want to get so many wild beasts. He did not expect the effect of his powder to be so good. However, the law of the jungle was the same. He did not mess with them. Perhaps he would be their food now. Looking at the wild beasts on the ground, Xiao Changtian said slowly to Futian, Futian, come over and help us. We can bring it back for everyone to try. All right. After, he also came to Xiao Changtian's side. He helped Xiao Changtian put the beasts on the ground into his interspatial ring. Whoosh! 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 At this moment, Xiao Changtian and Fu Tian both heard a noise coming from the grass beside them. Who is there? Fu Tian stared at the grass beside him and said slowly. Behind the bushes, the body of the black bear instinctively stiffened when he heard Fu Tian's voice. He could sense that Fu Tian and Xiao Changtian were getting closer and closer. What should he do? He had just witnessed the outcome of Black Panther and Yellow Pig. I don't care. The black bear turned around and walked toward the grass. Then, in the eyes of Fu Tian and Xiao Changtian, a bear with two big watery eyes walked out of the grass. After the black bear walked out of the grass, it crouched down beside Xiao Changtian and Fu Tian. Was this black bear surrendering? Xiao Changtian looked at the black bear walking out of the bushes and smiled. All living creatures had an instinctive reaction to danger. It seemed that the bear had seen the fallen beasts. He surrendered. At this moment, Fu Tian slowly said to Xiao Changtian, Master, this bear looks quite meaty. Why don't we kill him and bring him back? When Black Bear heard Fu Tian's words, he instinctively felt a wave of fear. Now, he understood the purpose of Xiao Changtian and the others coming here. It turned out that he wanted to capture them back and use them as food. If he had known earlier, he wouldn't have been so greedy. This damned bear meat. As he thought about this, the black bear curled up its body and looked at Xiao Changtian with its big eyes. It was as if he was saying, I'm just a bear. I don't have any meat. Chapter 567, Fei Lei Killed, 1, Utted by Baxenville. CM Sky of Yao Spirit, Green Maple Mansion. Xiao Changtian looked at the black bear in front of him. He rolled his eyes and walked toward the black bear with a smile. Seeing the smile on Xiao Changshan's face, the black bear's body trembled instinctively. Xiao Changshan's smile was like a demon descending from the heavens. At this moment, Xiao Changtian patted the black bear's head. Little black bear, we won't do anything to you. Do you know where the demon beasts in this mountain range are? Can you gather them together and bring us there? After Xiao Changtian patted his head, the black bear had goosebumps all over his body. Hearing Xiao Changtian's words, he heaved a sigh of relief. Fortunately, his begging for mercy worked. The other party did not have the intention of killing him. Quite a lot. If he were to gather other demon beasts, wouldn't that be betraying Green Bull Mountain? Thinking of Qing Tian's strength, Black Bear hesitated. Xiao Changtian saw that the black bear was only looking at him and didn't respond. He also understood something and took the goldfish tank from Fu Tian's hand. Little black bear, don't be afraid. Look at this goldfish. Isn't it fine following us? The moment he saw the goldfish tank in Xiao Changshan's hand and the ancestral dragon in his eyes, the black bear found itself brought into a spiritual world. There were no clouds in his spiritual world, and waves of golden light rippled in the air. Roar! 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 Accompanied by waves of roars, the ancestral dragon's figure in the clouds was also reflected in the black bear's eyes. Sensing the monstrous providence in the sky, Black Bear was also shocked. What was this? Ancestral dragon? Then, without any hesitation, the black bear crouched on the ground. Senior ancestral dragon, willing to submit. What a joke. He had actually encountered one of their demon ancestors, the ancestral dragon. Regardless of whether he was the real ancestral dragon or not, just this pressure was much stronger than Qing Tian. Since the ancestral dragon had submitted to the human in front of him, what was there for him to struggle for? At the same time, the black bear came to Xiao Changshan's feet and hugged his thigh. Xiao Changtian looked at the black bear hugging his thigh and was delighted. It seemed that this black bear had agreed to it. All right, hurry up and do it. Xiao Changtian patted the black bear's head and said slowly. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Black Bear also got up and prepared to leave. Looking at the black bear leaving, Fu Tian said to Xiao Changtian, Master, do you want me to go over and take a look? No need. Well, just wait. Xiao Changtian smiled confidently and said to Futian. This black bear seemed to have quite a high level of intelligence. There was no need to lie to him. If he lied to him, then forget it. If he found someone, they would send him food, right? Thinking so, Xiao Xiaotian said to Futian, Futian, let's continue to deal with these beasts. After Black Bear left Green Maple Manor, he also ran wildly for a distance. After seeing that the Green Maple Mansion was no longer visible, he leaned against a tree to rest. It was too terrifying. It was too terrifying. Whether it was the death of the Black Panther and the Yellow Pig, or the appearance of the ancestral dragon, they all gave the Black Bear a huge shock. I should go and find Lord Qingtian first. This excuse. I got it. The Black Bear seemed to have thought of something and quickly walked towards the mountain peak. When he arrived at the lake at the top of the mountain, the Black Bear's face was also covered in dust. Kneeling down towards the lake on the mountaintop, the Black Bear slowly said to the void in front of him, Lord Qingtian, bad news, Black Panther and the others, they're all dead. Bang! 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 As soon as Black Bear finished speaking, the lake water in front of him churned. Moo! 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 Accompanied by the sound of a cow's cry, Qingtian's figure appeared in the Black Bear's eyes. Compared to last time, Qingtian's strength seemed to have improved a lot. He slowly walked down from the sky. Wherever his figure passed, the space would tremble slightly. When he arrived in front of the Black Bear, Qingtian also slowly said to him, Black Bear, tell me, what exactly is going on? Although he had fought with Futian once, in Qingtian's estimation, Fuxian's strength was at most about the same as his. If he didn't use some tricks, he wouldn't be confident of winning against so many demon monarchs. When these demon kings went over this time, Qingtian did not think that they would die at all. Feeling Qingtian's anger, the Black Bear also wiped the corners of its eyes. Lord Qingtian, it was all those two humans. Those two humans tricked us to the back of Lord Qingfeng's mansion. He and the other human experts killed Black Panther and the others. When Qingtian heard Black Bear's words, anger surged from the bottom of his heart. He clenched his fingers into a fist, and the stone beside him exploded uncontrollably. This is too much. Qingtian said, and then his body lit up with a green light. Reaching out to the void in front of him, the Black Bear saw the void in front of him shatter. Qingtian's large hand carried a powerful aura as it attacked into the distance. At the same time, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb, who had just escaped Green Bull Mountain, were staying in an inn in a small town. In the inn, Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb suddenly walked to the window and looked at the void in front of them. His body instinctively felt a sense of danger. Then, boom! 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 Sounds came from the sky above the town. A huge green bull's figure was faintly discernible. Die! Qingtian's voice passed through the layers of void space and entered Fei Lei and Electric Tomb's ears. Then, a green light the size of a thumb shot toward Fei Lei and Lightning Tomb. Run! Fei Lei saw the green light coming from the sky and pushed the Electric Tomb beside him. They had thought that if they left the Green Bull Mountain like this, they would incur the displeasure of Qingtian. However, they did not expect Qingtian to have such a strong killing intent towards the other two. The green light in the air was clearly not something they could block. Thunder God descends. Fei Lei's true essence surged and covered his body with a layer of lightning armor. Then, he faced the green light head-on. Lightning Tomb shouted as he watched Fei Lei and the green light collide. No! Bang! On Green Bull Mountain, Black Bear stood beside Qingtian and could feel Fei Lei's death. Looking at the blue sky beside him, his body instinctively felt a wave of fear. One escaped. Beside Black Bear, Qingtian also sighed slowly at this time. If it wasn't for the fact that he hadn't broken through this time, the Lightning Tomb definitely wouldn't have escaped from his palm. Lord Qingtian, what should we do now? At this moment, Black Bear also said slowly to Qingtian beside him. Chapter 568, If the other two monster kings know, you'll utted by Bexenville. CMB Dead Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain Peak. After Qingtian heard Black Bear's words, he slowly said to him, "I'll go chase after the lightning tomb. That human shouldn't have left Green Bull Mountain yet. Take my token and activate the formation of Green Bull Mountain. Join forces with the demons to seal off the entire mountain range. I'll get those humans outside to cooperate with you. Don't let them escape." As he spoke, Qingtian gave the Black Bear an item that looked like a cow horn. Black Bear slowly took it from his hand and agreed. Looking at the green ox horn in his hand, Black Bear was also delighted. He was still worried about how he was going to bring the other demonic beasts to Shao Changtian. He did not expect Qingtian to give him such a token. Following that, Qingtian's figure also turned into a whirlwind and flew into the distance. Looking at the departing Qingtian, the Black Bear did not hesitate at all. He took the token in his hand and began to work. Whoosh! 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 Under Black Bear's control, the entire Green Bull Mountain became restless. In the forest, many demonic beasts were active. Bang! 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 The sounds of many demons walking around in the Green Bull Mountain caused a series of loud noises. In some places, due to the large number of demon beasts passing by, the flowers and grass on the ground were trampled into a mess. Have you heard? A human entered our Green Bull Mountain and killed a few demon kings. I heard. It is said that Lord Qingtian was furious because of this. Not only did he seal off the entire mountain range, but he also activated the mountain protecting formation. As for those ancestors who were usually in seclusion, they have also begun to come out. A few demon beasts walked into the forest and chatted. After receiving the order from the Black Bear, the demon beasts in the mountain slowly walked towards the foot of the Green Bull Mountain. On the other side, at the entrance of Green Bull Mountain, a hunting team wearing sheepskin beast clothing was slowly walking through the forest. Unexpectedly, the demon beasts that saw them did not attack them. "Leader, why do you think we took on the job of Green Sky? It's obviously a mess." In the crowd, a man dressed in beast clothing said slowly to the woman in the purple mink coat in front of the team. The woman smiled when she heard the woman's words. "Little Feng, you don't understand. When Qingtian came to find us just now, his strength had obviously increased by a level. He also gave us half a year of fair competition. Why not take something that was given to us for free? Moreover, he also said that we need to kill that person." The woman in the purple mink fur coat replied slowly. They were a mercenary group in the demon spirit sky. Unlike the other heaven realms, the demon spirit sky was a paradise for demonic beasts. Most of the humans who lived here hunted for a living. He set up various mercenary groups to hunt demon beasts in various mountain ranges. In the end, he would bring them out to sell and make a living. However, this was still a paradise for demon beasts, and the number of demon beasts far exceeded that of humans. Many humans were beaten up by demonic beasts in the process of hunting demonic beasts. This was also the reason why the purple-robed woman would agree to a fair competition. As long as it was a fair competition, they would fight in the established Colosseum. Regardless of life and death, whoever lost would be the other party's spoils of war. This could also reduce the casualties of the mercenary group. The man didn't say anything when he heard the purple-robed woman's words. Then, at the front of the group, a mercenary group member slowly said, "Guild leader, there are two people here. Are they our targets?" Looking at the member standing on the branch, the purple-robed woman made a hand gesture at him. At the same time, the mercenary group members behind the purple-robed woman also walked forward in an orderly manner. At this time, Shao Changtian and Futian were also walking in the forest. It would take some time for the Black Bear to gather the wild beasts. He thought about how he had basically never brought the ancestral dragon out before. Xiao Changtian also took the goldfish tank in his hand and wandered around the forest. Whoosh! 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 Xiao Changtian and Futian were walking in the forest when the branches around them suddenly started to shake. A few cultivators from the mercenary group jumped down from the tree. He held a crossbow in his hand and aimed it at Xiao Changtian. Seeing this sudden change, Futian also took a step forward and stared at the surrounding cultivators. Put it down, put it down. At this moment, a woman's voice came from the front of Xiao Changtian and Futian. Then, Xiao Changtian and Futian saw a woman in purple walking out from behind a big tree. The purple-robed woman wore a mink coat and had her hair tied into 2 ponytails. After she appeared, the surrounding mercenary group cultivators also put their weapons in their hands. Xiao Changtian looked at the clothes of the people around him and then looked at the purple-robed woman in front of him. She patted Futian's shoulder and handed him the goldfish tank. Leave it to me. Xiao Changtian saw the purple-robed woman walking towards them. Hey, what are you doing here? Don't you know that it's dangerous in the mountains now? The purple-robed woman slowly approached Xiao Changtian and Futian and said. When she first saw Xiao Changtian and Futian, the purple-robed woman had also checked their bodies. Xiao Changtian and Futian didn't have any aura. It was likely that some weak cultivators with low strength wanted to enter the mountain to obtain opportunities. Therefore, the purple-robed woman didn't let her mercenary group make a move. After Xiao Changtian heard the purple-robed woman's words, he came to her and said slowly, like you, we came to the mountains to hunt. When the purple-robed woman heard Xiao Changshan's words, she confirmed her thoughts. Just as he had expected, these people wanted to obtain resources from the mountains. I advise you to come back after a while. It's not peaceful in the mountains these days. The purple-clothed woman reminded them when she recalled how she had just entered the hunting industry. Hearing the purple-robed woman's words, Xiao Changtian pulled Futian to the side. Thank you for your reminder, but we haven't encountered any danger in the past few days. I also hunted a lot of prey, such as wild leopards, wild boars, and so on. I wonder what kind of danger you're talking about. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the purple-robed woman shook her head. Looks like you guys are quite lucky to be able to hunt such prey. If the Black Panther Demon Monarch and Yellow Boar Demon Monarch in this mountain find out, you'll probably lose your lives. Hearing the Monster King, Xiao Chang said to the purple-clothed woman. Is there a demonic beast coming out? When the purple-robed woman heard Xiao Changshan's words, she looked at him in shock. How did this person survive when he knew nothing? At this moment, she also saw Xiao Changtian walking to the side with Futian. Thank you, miss. Chapter 569, Purple Pearl Mercenary Group Under Attack Utted by Bexenville. CMI Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain. Xiao Changtian heard the purple-robed woman's words and took Futian back the way they came. Futian, let's go back and set up some things and wait for the black bear to come back. Xiao Changtian said slowly to Futian. Master, what are you doing? That lady is right. Although there are many wild beasts in this mountain, we might encounter demon beasts. We still have to make some preparations. Xiao Changtian explained to Futian. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Futian smiled at him. He also understood that his master was tempering his heart in the mortal world and avoiding demon beasts like mortals. Alright, master. After knowing Xiao Changshan's thoughts, Futian said to Xiao Changtian. On the mercenary group's side, the purple-robed woman watched Xiao Changtian and Futian leave. He turned to the 2 fur-clad men beside him and slowly said, White Wolf, Lord White, the 2 of you go over and take a look. Take them away from Green Bull Mountain. White Wolf and White Lord were also stunned when they heard the purple-clad woman's words. Captain, there's no need for that. Just let the 2 little cultivators retreat and let them fend for themselves. At this moment, Lord White also shrugged his shoulders, clearly unwilling to go. At this moment, the purple-robed woman also glanced at the two of them. "Let's go, let's go." Sensing the purple-clad woman's gaze, the white wolf smiled and said to the purple-clad woman. Following that, he and Lord White flew towards the direction where Xiao Changtian and Futian had left. At the same time, on the other side of the forest, the black bear brought its own race and wandered in the forest. Bang! 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 A huge bear paw directly broke a nearby tree. "Find them all." The black bear's voice echoed in the forest. At this moment, there were huge bears around him. These bears were looking around the forest, as if they were looking for something. After Blue Sky left, the only obstacle for Black Bear was the Purple Pearl mercenary group that had entered from outside. As long as he killed them, he would have the token of Qingtian. He would be able to complete Xiao Changshan's mission without any hindrance and gather the other demonic beasts together. On the other side, after White Wolf and Bai Jun chased after them, they realized that they could not see Xiao Changtian and Futian at all. F***ck, these two people ran quite fast. It seems that they have already escaped. The white wolf stood on a big tree and looked around. Why don't we go back? I can't see the figures of those two people. They were either eaten by demon beasts or ran away. Lord White complained when he heard the white wolf's words. I don't know why our leader asked us to follow him. It's just 2 cheap lives. Lord White continued to grumble as he looked at the white wolf on the tree. When he saw the white wolf pointing at him, he said to him, "White wolf, why are you pointing at me? What's wrong?" Before the white wolf could answer, Lord White felt a black shadow appear in front of him. He turned around and saw a bear standing behind him. Big Brother Black Bear. Lord White looked at the black bear behind him and muttered. However, before he could finish speaking, the bear's huge paw slapped him. Bang! After being slapped by the bear, White Lord bled profusely on the spot and fell to the ground, never to stand up again. When the white wolf saw White Lord lying on the ground, it said to the black bear, "What is the meaning of your Green Bull Mountain? You invited us to help." Before the white wolf could finish speaking, another bear had already arrived under the white wolf's tree. The entire tree was broken, and the white wolf fell into the bear's hands. He clenched his fist and blood flowed out. Bang! After casually throwing the white wolf on the ground, the two bears began to communicate. The Purple Pearl Mercenary Company should be in front. The clan leader should be there already. The other bear nodded in agreement. Then, the two bears ran forward. On the Purple Pearl Mercenary Company's side, the purple-clothed woman had already let her mercenary company's cultivators wait for White Wolf and the others. At this moment, there were also some mercenary group cultivators complaining in the forest. It's only because our guild leader is kind and those two are lucky. Otherwise, who would care about them? In my opinion, the two of them came to Green Bull Mountain to court death. Why should we bother with them? Waiting at the same spot also meant that their mission time had unknowingly been extended. Stop talking. Guild leader is here. As the two mercenary group cultivators spoke, they saw the purple-robed woman slowly walking towards them. As the purple-clothed lady approached, a miserable cry sounded from within the mercenary group. Ah! Hearing this scream, everyone immediately became on guard. The purple-robed woman also surged her true essence and looked in the direction of her mercenary group. Be on guard. The purple-robed woman shouted from the mercenary group and looked ahead. Bang! 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 Accompanied by the sound of footsteps and the trembling of the ground, a voice sounded in the ears of the mercenary group. All humans must die. As the sound of his voice faded, Black Bear appeared in front of the Purple Pearl mercenary group with many bears. When the purple-robed woman saw the black bear and the many black bears, her eyes narrowed and she shouted at the black bear, "Black Bear, what is the meaning of this?" As she spoke, true essence surged from the purple-robed woman's body. The aura of an immortal king was displayed on the purple-robed woman. The black bear was a golden immortal, so when it felt the pressure of an immortal king, its body slowed down for a moment. "Don't panic, kill this group of humans." The black bear roared angrily and took out the horn that the green bull had given him. The horn floated in the air and emitted a dazzling green light. Then, he suppressed the purple-robed woman's aura. Roar! The black bear let out a furious roar and entangled itself with the purple-robed woman. Meanwhile, the Purple Pearl Mercenary Company cultivators who were slaughtered by the Black Bear clan were cursing. "After the despicable shifters lured us here, they wanted to kill us. Brothers, let's fight it out with them." The mercenary group and the bear clan tangled together, and a huge chaotic battle began. Other than the purple-clothed woman, the other members of the Purple Pearl mercenary group had cultivation similar to the Black Bear clan. However, due to the difference in numbers, the Purple Pearl Mercenary Company's cultivators were quickly wiped out by the Bear Clan's attacks. The purple-robed woman in the air looked at the mercenary group members who were dying one after another. She was also furious. "Qing Tian is really good, our Purple Pearl and your Green Bull Mountain will fight to the death." Chapter 570, Save the Woman in Purple, 1, uttered by Bexenville. CMI Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain. Purple Pearl's voice echoed in the air, and at this moment, the black bear's huge palm arrived in an instant. "Die!" The black bear roared angrily and struck the purple-robed woman with its palm. Following that, the purple-robed woman's figure fell in a straight line and landed in a bush with a bang. Roar! 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 Seeing Black Bear defeat the leader of the Purple Pearl mercenary group, the Bear clan's morale soared. After several rounds of fighting, the Purple Pearl mercenary group cultivators were either dead or injured. At this moment, Black Bear's figure landed on the ground and slowly walked towards the direction where the purple-clothed woman landed. The bear paw directly pulled up the grass in front of him. He saw the blood and a piece of cloth on the leaf. "Chase after him." Black Bear also had a bad feeling when he did not see the purple-robed woman. If the purple-robed woman was still alive, it would be a variable in his plan. After hearing Black Bear's words, the Black Bear also let out a series of roars. Then, they started searching in all directions. At the same time, in the Green Maple Mansion. After Xiao Changtian and Fu Tian returned, they began to set up all kinds of traps. Seeing that he had almost finished sprinkling the beast repellent powder, Xiao Changtian slowly said to Fu Tian, "Fu Tian, you stay here and watch. I'll go out and find some more materials." After all, there was a possibility of encountering demonic beasts. He had to make some preparations. Xiao Changtian slowly walked out after he finished speaking. In the forest, the purple-robed woman covered the mountain pass on her shoulder. He looked back from time to time and ran away quickly. Following that, he saw a mansion in front of him. It seemed to be the mansion of the Green Bull clan. Thinking of her injuries and the pursuers behind her, the purple-robed woman gritted her teeth. He slowly walked towards Qing Feng's mansion. Entering the Green Bull clan's mansion would definitely allow him to avoid detection, but it would be even more troublesome if he encountered the Green Bull clan inside. However, the injured woman in purple could only gamble that there was no one in the mansion. The purple-robed woman slowly walked toward the Green Maple Mansion. Then, a figure appeared in her field of vision. There was someone there. The woman in purple looked at the figure walking towards her and waved her hand at him. Xiao Changtian came to the purple-robed woman and said slowly, "Miss, we meet again." Xiao Changtian had just walked a few steps when he saw the purple-robed woman. Xiao Changtian thought of the purple-robed woman's kind reminder to him and came over to greet her. When the purple-robed woman saw the figure in front of her, she felt dizzy and fell on Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changtian saw the purple-robed woman falling towards him the moment he saw her and quickly supported her. "Miss, what's wrong?" Then, seeing the blood on his palm, Xiao Changtian immediately carried the purple-robed woman and walked towards Qingfeng Mansion. After a while, in the Qing Feng mansion, the purple-robed woman slowly opened her eyes and found herself lying on a blanket. Slowly sitting up from the blanket, the purple-robed woman looked around. Then, he saw Xiao Changtian and Futian beside the bonfire. "It's you guys. Where was this place? Didn't I tell you to leave?" The purple-robed woman looked at Xiao Changtian and said. She had pursuers now. If the Bear clan chased after her, she wouldn't have the strength to protect Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changtian smiled at the purple-robed woman. "Miss, don't worry. This is a cow sheed that I found earlier. There are no wild beasts here, so it's very safe. I've treated your injuries briefly, but you still need to rest more," Xiao Changtian said as he walked over with a water bottle. The purple-robed woman seemed to have realized something when she heard Xiao Changshan's words. He looked at his shirt and realized that there was a bandage on his shoulder. "What did you do to me?" The purple-robed woman shouted at Xiao Changtian when she saw the bandages on her body. Xiao Changtian held the water bottle and felt the murderous gaze of the purple-robed woman. He hurriedly explained, "Young lady, don't worry. I didn't see anything." As he spoke, he took out a bandage to show that he was blindfolded. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the purple-robed woman's expression eased a little. Then, Xiao Changtian passed the bottle to the purple-robed woman. Xiao Changtian heaved a sigh of relief when he saw the purple-robed woman take his water bottle. Based on the purple-clothed woman's gaze, Xiao Changtian didn't doubt that she would get up and beat him up. The purple-robed woman took the kettle from Xiao Changtian and took a sip before standing up. "We can't stay here for long. The Green Bull clan will come back sooner or later. We should leave quickly." When the purple-robed woman woke up, she also observed her surroundings. This should be the Green Bull clan's mansion that he had seen earlier. The luck of these two people seemed to be a little too good to enter the Green Bull clan's mansion. Coincidentally, the other party was not around. After Xiao Changtian heard the purple-robed woman's words, he slowly said to her, "Miss, you don't have to leave in a hurry. We've already dealt with that green, you can stay here and recuperate." The purple-robed woman frowned when she heard Xiao Changshan's words. She glanced at him and shook her head. Originally, Xiao Changtian had saved her and left a good impression on her. However, she did not expect him to be like the men she had met before, a person who liked to brag. How could he not know the strength of the Green Bull clan? With the weak aura fluctuations on these two people's bodies, they still said that they had dealt with the Green Ox clan. The purple-robed woman ignored Xiao Changtian and the others and walked towards the cave entrance. "Since you think you can solve it yourself, then stay." Xiao Changtian shrugged when he saw that the purple-robed woman was determined to leave. This girl, why would she go out with such a heavy injury? However, since he insisted on leaving, he could not force him to stay. At this moment, Xiao Changtian said to the purple-robed woman, "If you want to leave, take this bottle of medicine with you. It will be good for your injuries." Then, Xiao Changtian threw a jade bottle at the purple-robed woman. After the purple-robed woman caught the jade bottle, she casually placed it into her interspatial ring. At the same time, his impression of Xiao Changtian had also changed. This person was about to face a big disaster, yet he was still acting tough. Why didn't he take a look at his own strength and see if the healing medicine was useful to him? Xiao Changtian also returned to the bonfire after the purple-robed woman left. Chapter 571, Girl, what are you doing? Utted by Bexenville. CM outside a small town in the demon spirit sky. In the air, Qing Tian had a huge green bull phantom behind him. At this moment, Qing Tian looked at the lightning tomb below, his eyes cold. "Human, when you were targeting my Green Ox clan, did you ever think that one day?" The lightning tomb was also lying on the ground, blood trickling down the corner of its mouth. Hearing Qing Tian's words, he laughed out loud. After Fei Lei's death, she also wanted to take revenge on Qing Tian. Looking at the blue sky in the sky, the electric tomb also became crazy. So what if Old Faye and I are targeting your Green Bull clan? Facing the Pavilion Master's mission, you still hold on to your status. That little Green Bull died a good death, a good death. Do you know how he died? Let me tell you. Bang! Electric Graves' somewhat deranged voice echoed in the ears of the Green Bull. At this moment, the Green Bull arrived beside the electric tomb and lifted her up in the air. Ahem, what's wrong? Are you angry? Ha ha ha. At this moment, Electric Tomb also gave up resisting. Looking at Qing Tian's gloomy expression, he continued, let me tell you, that Green Bull was roasted and eaten. Bastard! As soon as the Lightning Tomb finished speaking, true essence surged in Qing Tian's hand. Bang! Lightning Tomb's body exploded in midair. Qing Tian looked at the Lightning Tomb that had turned into specks of starlight, as if he had not vented his anger yet. No matter who it is, if you dare to eat the flesh and blood of my Green Bull first rank, you won't be able to leave Green Bull Mountain. Qing Tian said slowly. Then, his figure flew directly towards Green Bull Mountain. At the same time, in Green Bull Mountain. Bang! 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 In the forest, a few big trees fell, and then a few bears were revealed. Black Bear walked in front of the Bear clan and looked at the purple-clothed woman who was fleeing in front of him. He slowly said, "Human, die." Roar! After letting out a furious roar, the Black Bear jumped up from the ground. He chased after the purple-robed woman. When the purple-robed woman saw the Black Bear that was attacking her, she also jumped up from the spot. Bang! The Black Bear's huge palm hit the ground, bringing up waves of gravel. The purple-robed woman floated in the air and looked at the Black Bear below with a solemn expression. Not long after leaving the Green Maple Estate, the purple-clothed woman was once again found by the Black Bear clan. After discovering her tracks, the Black Bear also brought the Bear tribe to capture her. Even though the Black Bear in front of her was only a golden immortal, it was still very powerful. However, under the amplification of the blue sky ox horn, his strength was suppressed by a level. The Black Bears around him also kept attacking when he was fighting the Black Bear. The purple-robed woman looked at the Black Bear below and also ran around. At this moment, she did not have the mood to fight the Black Bear head-on. Now, she just wanted to get rid of Black Bear and escape from Green Bull Mountain. Human, stay here. The Black Bear looked at the purple-robed woman who was trying to escape again, and its body also shot out explosively. After taking a few steps, the Black Bear stopped. Looking at the green ox horn in his hand, the light on it grew stronger and stronger. It seemed that Qing Tian was coming back soon. The Black Bear said in his heart. Then, he reached out his hand to stop the Black Bear that wanted to chase after the purple-clothed woman. Pass on my order. The entire clan will follow me to Green Bull Mountain Peak. After sensing that Qing Tian was about to return, Black Bear instructed Black Bear beside him. If Qing Tian returned, he would definitely discover his betrayal. At this time, he still brought the demonic beasts that had gathered at the Green Bull Mountain to Shao Changtian. That way, he would be able to find a shelter. As the Black Bear finished speaking, the Bear clan also turned around and ran towards the direction of the Green Bull Mountain. On the other side, the purple-robed woman was constantly fleeing. The purple-robed woman also stopped in her tracks and came to a river. She covered the wound on her shoulder. When she left the Green Maple Mansion, the purple-clothed woman's injuries had not recovered to begin with. After going out, he circled around the Black Bear again. His wound was also affected. After washing her face with the river water by the river, the purple-robed woman also planned to leave Green Bull Mountain immediately. Then, he seemed to have sensed something and turned to look to his side. In the forest, the sound of a sound rang out slowly. Then, Shao Changshan's figure walked out. The purple-robed woman was stunned when she saw Shao Changtian. At this moment, Shao Changshan's voice entered the purple-robed woman's ears. Miss, we meet again. The purple-robed woman saw Xiao Changtian greeting her and said slowly, where are you from? Xiao Changtian looked at the purple-robed woman again with a smile on his face. After waiting for a while in the green maple mansion, the black bear was nowhere to be seen. Xiao Changtian also wanted to catch some fish to roast. He did not expect to see the purple-robed woman when he arrived at the river. After hearing the purple-robed woman's words, Xiao Changtian pointed behind him and said slowly, I came from the cowshed. What's wrong? The purple-robed woman was even more stunned after hearing Xiao Changshan's words. Then didn't you see a group of bears? Black bear? I've seen it before. I'm still waiting for them to find me. Xiao Changtian slowly said to the purple-robed woman. Then, he slowly came to the river and placed the bamboo basket in his hand into the river. When the purple-robed woman heard Xiao Changshan's words, her face darkened. Hey, can you speak properly? This person was acting cool in front of him again, waiting for the bear to come looking for him. Why didn't he take a look at his own strength? When the black bear found him, he would probably be gone by the time he found him. Xiao Changtian was fishing by the river. When he heard the purple-robed woman's words, he slowly said to her, did I say something wrong? Miss, I'm telling the truth. When the purple-clothed woman saw Xiao Changshan's appearance, she couldn't vent her anger. If Xiao Changtian hadn't saved her life, she wouldn't have bothered with him. Can you catch fish like this? The purple-robed woman said disdainfully when she saw Xiao Changtian fishing by the river. Xiao Changtian was only holding an ordinary bamboo basket in his hand. How could he catch fish? Xiao Changtian smiled at her and said, I didn't bring the fishing rod. Now, it's the willing ones who took the bait. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, the purple-robed woman looked at him speechlessly. Then, he looked up at the sky. There seemed to be a green light flying towards them. Not good. The purple-robed woman said in her heart and walked to the river. He pulled Xiao Changtian and ran towards the forest behind him. Xiao Changtian was pulled back by the purple-robed woman. He said to her slowly, young lady, what are you doing with your current situation? Chapter 572, Just talk to him reasonably when he comes utted by Bexenville. CM 1, Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain. Xiao Changtian, whose arm was held by the purple-robed woman, also said to her slowly, Miss, what happened? The purple-robed woman didn't pay attention to Changtian. She looked at the shadow that was gradually approaching her. Her expression was also very solemn. Changtian came here probably to kill him too. When they reached the forest behind them, Xiao Changtian broke free from the purple-robed woman's arm. Miss, stop running. What happened? The purple-robed woman looked at Xiao Changtian. She didn't know if he really didn't know or was just pretending. The pressure of the blue sky just now clearly appeared in the air. Changtian is coming. If you don't run, are you waiting to be killed by her? The purple-robed woman looked at Xiao Changtian and said slowly. Changtian, who is that? Xiao Changtian scratched the back of his head when he heard the purple-robed woman's words. He didn't see anyone by the river just now. Miss, are you not too nervous? In this jungle, there was always the possibility of wild beasts appearing. It was a good thing to be vigilant, but it was not good to be overly vigilant. When the purple-robed woman heard Xiao Changshan's words, she said angrily, you don't even know Changtian, the ruler of Green Bull Mountain, the half-step immortal emperor Changtian. Half-step immortal emperor, what kind of cultivation was this? Was it very awesome? Xiao Changtian pondered for a while after hearing the purple-robed woman's words. He had heard of god kings, god emperors, and god emperors from Daoist Daong and Dtian. What was the cultivation level of this imperial immortal? Perfected Great Sun and Dtian didn't mention anything about it. Most probably, they were just like Dtian and the others who had just entered the sect. Moreover, if it were those powerful cultivators, he would be immortal. If they wanted to kill him, it would be useless for him to run. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian slowly said to the purple-clothed woman, "Miss, it's nothing. Just wait for him to come over and reason with him." Xiao Changtian was very confident when he thought about the fact that the immortal emperor was just a beginner cultivator. He remembered that when Di Tian first entered the sect, he crashed into his kite and fell from mid-air. Presumably, that Qingtian cultivator was not that powerful. The purple-robed woman became anxious when she heard Xiao Changshan's words. In the cultivation world, what was the path? Only the bigger fist was the truth. How can you reason with others with such a little cultivation? As she thought about this, the purple-robed woman felt a burst of pain in her shoulder. After feeling around his body, he looked at Xiao Changtian. When he was running away with Xiao Changtian, he didn't pay much attention to his belongings. He seemed to have lost the bottle of potion that Xiao Changtian had given him. Xiao Changtian seemed to know the situation of the purple-robed woman. He smiled and said, "Miss, don't worry. Let's go back to the cowshed. I can still make those potions again." The purple-robed woman rolled her eyes at Xiao Changtian. After hearing Xiao Changshan's words, she actually felt that Xiao Changshan's medicine did not seem to be of much use. With Xiao Changshan's strength, what kind of medicine could he get? Moreover, it was self-made. Presumably, it would not be of much help to his injuries. "Young lady, let's hurry up and leave," Xiao Changtian slowly said to the purple-clothed woman when he saw her painful expression. Then, he helped the woman to walk towards the direction of Green Maple Mansion. After taking a few steps, the purple-robed woman also raised her head to look at the sky. Dark clouds covered the area, and within the clouds, a green bull head was faintly discernible. "Run!" the woman in purple shouted at Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changtian also looked up at the sky after hearing the purple-robed woman's words. The sky was so dark. It seemed like it was going to rain. He had to quickly bring the girl back. If this girl was drenched by the heavy rain, she would probably catch a cold and cough for a few days. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian also pulled the purple-robed woman's figure and ran towards Qingfeng Mansion. The purple-robed woman saw Xiao Changtian quicken his pace and grab her arm. Did this guy have to wait until the others were so close before he started running? However, when he ran seriously, he looked quite handsome. Looking at Xiao Changshan's handsome side profile, the purple-robed woman suddenly had the same thought. In mid-air, he arrived at Green Ox Mountain and looked at the Green Ox Mountain Great Array that had already been activated. After stabilizing his Jin Yuan, he saw Xiao Changtian running towards Qing Feng's mansion with the purple-robed woman. "Purple Pearl, this woman, why is she running away when she sees this seat?" Qing Tian muttered to himself. When he had just returned to Green Bull Mountain, he had also felt the existence of Purple Pearl. She wanted to go over and ask about the situation, but she didn't expect her and Xiao Changtian to be running. Looking at the purple-robed woman and Xiao Changtian running, Qing Tian also felt that something was wrong. His spiritual sense slowly entered Qing Feng's mansion and also felt Fusion's aura. This aura? Qing Tian seemed to understand something after sensing Fusion's aura. The human race is indeed colluding with evil. After saying that, the true essence on Qing Tian's body surged. Boom! 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 Thunder rumbled in the air, and raindrops containing endless power appeared in the air. 10,000 lakes rush. Qing Tian shouted, and then the raindrops in the air swooshed. They charged towards Xiao Changtian and the purple-robed woman. Whoosh! 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 The raindrops made a series of rustling sounds as they passed through the leaves in the forest. The purple-robed woman looked at the raindrops falling from above and also looked at Xiao Changtian worriedly. If you can't, put me down and run by yourself. I'll deal with you alone. After all, Xiao Changtian had saved his life before, and the purple-robed woman wanted him to deal with the green bull. Xiao Changtian quickly took out an umbrella from his interspatial ring. He slowly said to the purple-robed woman, "Young lady, don't worry, I've already prepared." After returning from the hellfire, Xiao Changtian had also prepared an umbrella and brought it with him. Moreover, he was a grown man, and he had left a young lady behind. What was going on? The purple-robed woman looked at the umbrella in Xiao Changshan's hand. She wanted to see how he would block Qing Tian's attack. Drip. 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 The raindrops landed on Xiao Changshan's umbrella, but they didn't seem to be able to penetrate it. At this moment, the purple-robed woman also looked at Xiao Changshan's umbrella in shock. This seemed to be a high-grade celestial artifact. Chapter 573, It's Just a Cow, What's There to Worry About? Edited by Bexenville. CM 1, I Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain in the Air. Qing Tian looked down at the umbrella in Xiao Changshan's hand. He waved his sleeve and let out a cold snort. So you have a high-grade immortal artifact. No wonder you dare to be so arrogant in my Green Bull Mountain. Previously, Qing Tian was still surprised that if this purple pearl rebelled, how did she survive in Green Bull Mountain? After all, he had also given Black Bear a high-grade immortal artifact. Even if Black Bear's strength was inferior to his, he should be able to suppress her with the power of a high-grade immortal artifact. It turned out that Purple Pearl had a high-grade immortal weapon. Looking at Purple Pearl below, Qing Tian's figure flashed as he flew down. Xiao Changtian brought the purple-robed woman and ran for a while before arriving outside the Green Maple Mansion. Looking at the mansion in front of him, Xiao Changtian said to the purple-robed woman, "Young lady has arrived, let's go in and hide." The purple-robed woman nodded at Xiao Changtian. Now she understood why Xiao Changtian was so confident. It turned out that he had a high-grade immortal artifact protecting him. Looking at his age, he should be the holy son of some large sect. Thinking about how she had wronged Xiao Changtian, the purple-robed woman reached out her hand to stop Xiao Changtian and said slowly, "That young master, my name is Purple Pearl." Xiao Changtian heard Purple Pearl's words and nodded to her. "All right, Miss Purple Pearl, let's hurry in." After seeing Purple Pearl arrive, she stopped in her tracks. Xiao Changtian also looked at her strangely. Didn't this girl run away in a hurry before? After Purple Pearl saw Xiao Changshan's reaction, she also didn't know how to react. Didn't this guy like to show off in front of me? Why did he look like he didn't care when she took the initiative to tell him her name? Xiao Changtian walked over when he saw the girl in purple standing there in a daze. He grabbed her arm again and led her inside. "Come in to avoid the rain. It's not good to catch a cold." When Xiao Changtian and Purple Pearl entered, Qing Tian's figure slowly appeared outside Qing Feng's mansion. "Since you've actually come to the Green Maple Mansion, then none of you can leave today. It's just nice to use your blood to pay homage to Qing Feng's spirit in heaven," the Green Bull said slowly. Then, a ray of light lit up on its body. Then, he transformed into his true form. A huge green bull appeared outside the Green Maple Estate. After the last fight between Qing Tian and Fu Tian, he knew that Fu Tian's strength could not be underestimated. He immediately displayed his strongest form. In the Qing Feng mansion, Xiao Changtian brought Purple Pearl's figure in. He also found a shed and walked in. Seeing Xiao Changtian return with Purple Pearl, Fu Tian said to him slowly, "Master, you're back." When Xiao Changtian went to fish, he also told him to stay here and wait for Black Bear. After staying here for a while, Fu Tian felt bored. If Xiao Changtian still didn't come back, he would go out to look for him. Xiao Changtian nodded at Fu Tian. Just as he was about to say something, the purple-robed woman beside him suddenly placed a hand on his chest. "Miss Purple Pearl, what's wrong?" Xiao Changtian saw Purple Pearl's actions and said to her. "Boom! Boom! Boom!" After Xiao Changtian finished speaking, a few thunderclaps sounded in the air. Qing Tian's huge body also appeared in Xiao Changtian and Fuxian's vision. Xiao Changtian and Futian were both excited when they saw the sky. Oh my god, if I bring this cow back, I'm afraid it'll be enough to eat for a while. Oh my god, I finally see him again. It won't be so boring anymore. At this moment, Fu Tian also touched his palm. Master, can you leave it to me? Fu Tian looked at the blue sky in front of him and said slowly to Xiao Changtian beside him. Xiao Changtian nodded at Fu Tian. He had originally wanted to bring this bull back. Since Fu Tian wanted to make a move, it was most suitable to hand it over to him. After hearing Xiao Changtian and Fuxian's words, the purple-robed woman did not know how to react. These two people were talking about tigers and wolves. Did they know who was standing in front of them? Oh no, what kind of demonic beast was it? The highest ruler of the entire Green Bull Mountain, the half-step immortal Emperor Qing Tian. After Qing Tian heard the conversation between Xiao Changtian and Fu Tian, he was also furious. These two humans were unforgivable. While his heart was boiling with anger, Qing Tian also mobilized the surrounding rainwater to attack Xiao Changtian and the others. Master, I'm going. When Qing Tian made his move, Fu Tian also strode over. The vital essence in his body formed an invisible barrier in front of Xiao Changtian and the woman in purple, blocking Qing Tian's attack. Then, he grabbed Qing Tian's horn and led him out. Fu Tian didn't want Xiao Changshan's mood to be affected by the fight between him and Qing Tian. The purple-robed woman looked at Fu Tian and Qing Tian, who were gradually disappearing from their sight. He also slowly said to Xiao Changtian, "Is he okay?" Xiao Changtian heard the purple-robed woman's words and slowly said to her, "You mean Fu Tian? It's just a cow. What's there to worry about?" It was just a cow. The purple-robed woman knew that Xiao Changtian had a high-grade immortal weapon. However, Qing Tian was a half-step immortal emperor after all. Aren't you going to give him the umbrella? Seeing the umbrella still in Xiao Changshan's hand, Purple Pearl said to him. Umbrella? The rain isn't that heavy. It's okay. That kid Fuxian's body is very strong. Hearing Xiao Changshan's unworried tone, the purple-robed woman glanced at him carefully. If Xiao Changtian was an expert, it would be fine. The key was that there was really no aura on his body. It was the same for the kid who had just run out. Thinking that Xiao Changtian and the others might have cultivated some special technique, Purple Pearl said to Xiao Changtian, "What's your disciple's cultivation level, and what's your cultivation level?" Cultivation base? Xiao Changtian heard Purple Pearl's words and smiled at her. "Miss, I'm afraid you're not mistaken. Fu Tian and I are just mortals. How can we have such cultivation?" The purple-robed woman heard Xiao Changshan's words. Although she was surprised, she still said to Xiao Changtian, "Then why did you send your disciple out to die? How is he going to die? Isn't it just a cow? Look, didn't Fu Tian bring him back?" Xiao Changtian looked at Zi Zhenzhu and didn't care about what she had. This girl would always have a few days of bad temper every month. Furthermore, Purple Pearl was still injured, so he had to understand. As he spoke, Xiao Changtian pointed at Fu Tian, who was carrying Qing Tian over. Chapter 574, Black Bear Arrives, 1, uttered by Baxenville. CM Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain in the Qing Feng Mansion, Purple Pearl heard Xiao Changshan's words. Then, he looked in the direction where Xiao Changtian was pointing. At the entrance of Qing Feng's mansion, Fu Tian was slowly walking toward them with Qing Tian on his shoulder. Fresh blood was still flowing out of Qing Tian's body. It seemed that he was seriously injured. He looked at Fu Tian in front of Xiao Changtian. Then, Xiao Changshan's voice entered her ears. "I thought that this bull would be more resistant, but I didn't expect it to be so weak." Xiao Changtian heard Fuxian's words and patted him on the shoulder. I won't be discouraged. This one is already much stronger than the previous one. If we bring it back, it should be enough for everyone to eat for 10 days to half a month. Well, meet better people in the future. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Fu Tian nodded. When he went out with Qing Tian just now, Fu Tian thought that he could have a big fight with Qing Tian. He didn't expect Qing Tian to be so weak. Qing Tian fell to the ground and could not get up. Purple Pearl looked at Qing Tian, who was on the verge of death, and the conversation between Xiao Changtian and Fu Tian. Its mouth was so wide that an egg could be stuffed into it. Looking at the two people in front of her, she was about to say something to them. She felt the ground where they were shaking, and then the figures of the black bear and the bear race appeared in her eyes. Seeing Black Bear and the others, Purple Pearl instinctively retreated. However, he realized that Black Bear and the others had ignored him after they arrived. He didn't care about Qing Tian, who was dying on the ground. Instead, he ran directly to Xiao Changtian. She looked at him with a pair of big, watery eyes, looking very flattering. This was a completely different person from the black bear that was chasing after him previously. If it wasn't for the fact that Black Bear's aura hadn't changed, Purple Pearl would have thought that she had mistaken him for someone else. Heavens, what was going on? At this time, Purple Pearl felt that her brain was already unable to turn around. At this moment, Black Bear also saw Xiao Changtian slowly walking towards him. He let Xiao Changtian caress his head. Looking at the dying Qing Tian beside him, Black Bear was glad that he had made the right choice. At this moment, Xiao Changtian said to the Black Bear, "Little Black Bear, did you bring your own kind here to be our food?" Xiao Changtian looked at the black bears behind the black bear. However, compared to the black bear, this black bear was clearly stronger. Black Bear shook his head when he heard Xiao Changshan's words. Then, he pointed at the direction of the Green Bull Mountain. Seeing the black bear's series of actions, Xiao Changtian understood. Are you saying that all the other wild beasts have gathered over there? When Black Bear heard Xiao Changshan's words, he nodded at him. When he heard that Xiao Changtian was going to eat the bears, Black Bear was also nervous. Senior, I can't take this joke, I can't take it. Xiao Changtian nodded in satisfaction after getting Black Bear's confirmation. No wonder this black bear took so long to return. It turned out that it had gathered its own kind to help. As he thought about this, Xiao Changtian saw that the rain had stopped. He slowly said to Fu Tian beside him, "Fu Tian, we're going to have a big fight." Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Fu Tian nodded at him. Qing Tian, who was on the verge of death, saw Black Bear betray Green Bull Mountain and join Xiao Changtian. He even wanted to bring Xiao Changtian to deal with his Green Bull clan. Finally, he roared at Black Bear and Xiao Changtian. Moo! 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 Qing Tian's voice reached Xiao Changshan's ears. At this moment, Xiao Changtian also turned around. Looking at the blue sky on the ground, he slowly said, "Let's settle this first." As he spoke, Xiao Changtian also came before Yi Fanqing. He found the vulnerable part of his body and hit it with the shovel. Bang! The ruler of Green Bull Mountain, the half-step immortal Emperor Qing Tian, bid farewell to this world. Then, Xiao Changtian slowly put Qing Tian into his interspatial ring. After seeing Xiao Changtian complete all of this, Black Bear felt a lingering fear. No, I must follow Senior well in the future. Seeing Purple Pearl still standing there, Fu Tian also walked towards her. He told her about Xiao Changshan's training in the mortal world. Master is like this now. Don't disturb his cultivation. When Purple Pearl heard Fuxian's words, she looked as if she had just woken up from a dream. It turned out that the person beside him had always been a peerless expert. Recalling that she had asked someone to bring him away before, Purple Pearl's face became somewhat unsightly. Xiao Changtian also saw Purple Pearl at this time. He slowly said to her, "Miss Purple Pearl, you're injured, so rest here. I'm going out for a bit, and I'll be back soon." Purple Pearl heard Xiao Changshan's words and slowly reacted. He looked at Xiao Changtian and said slowly, "Young master, I'm fine. I can go." Xiao Changtian and Purple Pearl were talking, and Black Bear noticed Purple Pearl was beside Xiao Changtian. This woman, wow, it can't be. Thinking back to the pursuit of Purple Pearl in the forest, Black Bear suddenly felt a chill run down his spine. Black Bear looked at Purple Pearl, then walked to Xiao Changtian and Purple Pearl. He looked at Purple Pearl with a flattering expression. Purple Pearl, previously it was the flood that washed away the Dragon King Temple. I didn't expect you to know, Senior. I'm really sorry. When Purple Pearl received Black Bear's voice transmission, she glared at him furiously. How could he not take revenge for the Purple Pearl mercenary group? Seeing Purple Pearl's gloomy expression, Black Bear also panicked. If he had known that Purple Pearl and Xiao Changtian had such a good relationship, he wouldn't have dared to deal with her. At this moment, Xiao Changtian took out a few bottles of medicine from his interspatial ring. Miss Purple Pearl, I see that little Black Bear likes you quite a bit. Take these potions, they should be of some help to you. Hearing Xiao Changtian's words and the medicine in his hand, Purple Pearl slowly took it. After that, Xiao Changtian slowly walked toward the Green Bull Mountain under the lead of Black Bear. At the same time, on top of Green Bull Mountain. On the path through the mountain peak, countless demons of the Green Bull Mountain gathered. The demonic beasts on the mountain path were almost all densely packed, and they were all looking at the mountain peak. On the mountain peak, the king of this mountain range, the Green Bull clan, stood tall. Looking at the demon beasts below, they kept maintaining order. They had all received the order from the Black Bull's horn in the Black Bear's hand and had come to gather at the mountain peak. Chapter 575, Surrounded by Demonic Beasts, 1, uttered by Bexenville. CM Demon Spirit Sky, Green Bull Mountain Peak. A few Green Bull race members gathered together and communicated with each other. The clan leader has not been in the clan for the past few days. It is said that a human has appeared in the mountains and the entire demon clan is hunting him down. He's just a human. If I were to meet him, I'll definitely let him taste my ox horns. Ha ha ha, when the time comes, I will let him see what my iron hooves taste like. A few green oxen were talking to each other, and at the foot of the mountain, those demonic beasts were also whispering to each other. Didn't Black Bear say that our Lord had summoned us? Why haven't I seen him yet? I wonder what he's thinking by making such a big fuss over a human. All kinds of demon beasts were communicating with each other. At this moment, a voice sounded from the demon beasts. Look, the Black Bear is coming. Seeing the Black Bear clan's figure from afar, the other demon beasts also looked over at them, waiting for his orders. Under the lead of Black Bear, Xiao Changtian and the others slowly arrived at the foot of Green Bull Mountain. Xiao Changshan's eyes lit up when he saw the horde of demonic beasts. There were so many wild beasts. He would not have to worry about the food on the entire island. With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian said to the Black Bear in front of him, Little Black Bear, the rest is up to you. Seeing this group of demonic beasts, Xiao Changshan's first thought was to lure them into his trap. Black Bear nodded at Xiao Changtian. Then, the Black Bear walked forward with a bull horn in its hand. Roar! 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 He raised the ox horn in his hand and slowly said to the demon beasts in front of him, Brothers of Green Bull Mountain, that hateful human is right behind me. Lord Qingtian has ordered us to kill this human together. The Black Bear's voice reverberated throughout the Green Bull Mountain. After hearing the Black Bear's words, the demon beasts also looked behind him. Seeing Xiao Changtian behind him, some of the demonic beasts licked their lips. There are still quite a few of these humans. I can barely fill my stomach. Is this the human who infiltrated our Green Bull Mountain? It's mine. No one can snatch it from me. Roar! 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 Following the roar of the demonic beasts below also attacked Xiao Changtian. Xiao Changtian looked at the approaching demon beasts and said slowly to Futian and the others, "Futian, lure them into our trap." As soon as he finished speaking, Xiao Changtian also started to run. What a joke! There were so many wild beasts. Xiao Changtian was 100% sure that they would eat him up. Seeing Xiao Changshan's expression, Futian also paused for a moment and followed. On the peak of the Green Bull Mountain, the Green Bull clan saw Xiao Changtian and Futian fleeing. Instead, they looked at each other and chased after Xiao Changtian and the others. "Human, stop." Soon, with the cooperation of Xiao Changtian, Futian, and Black Bear, many demonic beasts fell into Xiao Changshan's trap. Bang! 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 They saw some of their accomplices suddenly fall into the pit, and some of their accomplices were hung up by ropes. Those demonic beasts looked at Xiao Changtian as if they wanted to kill him. Despicable human. Xiao Changtian heard the angry roars coming from behind him and quickly came to the outside of Qingfeng Mansion. He pulled on the ropes that were already prepared around him. Whoosh! A cloud of dust rose behind Xiao Changtian. Then, Xiao Changtian also saw the demonic beasts entering the Green Maple Mansion one after another. "Futian, hurry!" Xiao Changtian said to Futian. When Futian heard Xiao Changshan's words, he also went to stand next to Qingfeng's mansion. He blocked the entrance of the Green Maple Mansion with a huge rock that he had prepared in advance. Then, Xiao Changtian led the others out from the bushes. Standing outside the Green Maple Mansion, Xiao Changtian could hear the sounds coming from inside. After a while, Xiao Changtian led everyone in excitedly. Saint's Spirit Heaven, Spirit Race. In the Spirit Race's palace, Leng Mei slowly walked in from outside. He said to Leng Xiaoxiao, who was cultivating in the main hall, "Sister, bad news. Those alchemists have found us." Upon hearing Leng Mei's anxious voice, Leng Xiaoxiao, who was in the hall, slowly opened her eyes. Following that, he also brought Leng Mei out. Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei arrived outside and saw Su Lei and the other three in the air. "Alchemists, why have you come to my spiritual race?" Seeing Leng Xiaoxiao walking out of the palace, Su Lei said in dissatisfaction, "Leng Xiaoxiao, right? Your spiritual race sure has a lot of face to make us wait for so long. I'm not going to waste my breath on you. Tell me directly, where did the hellfire go?" When Fei Lei and the others went to the sky of demon spirits to ask Qing Tian to restrain Xiao Changtian, the sky of Pill's soul also sent Su Lei over to subdue the hellish flames. When Leng Xiaoxiao heard Su Lei's words, she hesitated for a moment before she slowly said to him, "I'm sorry, I don't know where Lord Hellfire went. If you want to find Lord Hellfire, you can go to the Hell Gate." When Leng Xiaoxiao was in the Han family, she knew that the Hellfire had followed Xiao Changtian to the divinity. Although Su Lei and the others were not to be trifled with, if he casually brought Su Lei and the others to the divine world, they would be able to escape. If they caused Senior's displeasure, then their spiritual race would be in big trouble. Hearing Leng Xiaoxiao's reply, Su Lei waved his sleeve. "Leng Xiaoxiao, don't give me a smokescreen. Just tell me directly." "I've already investigated before coming here. If you don't tell me, I don't know if your spirit race can survive today." As he spoke, Su Lei also took out a jade plate from his pocket. Seeing the jade plate in Su Lei's hand, Leng Xiaoxiao was also shocked. High-grade celestial artifact. "Guys, have you thought it through? If you offend Senior, you won't be able to bear the consequences." At this time, Leng Mei shouted at Su Lei and the other three. When Su Lei heard Leng Mei's words, he gave her a devilish smile. "Oh, really? Then I'd like to see how the Senior I'm talking about will make me suffer." As he spoke, Su Lei came before Leng Mei and grabbed her throat. He said slowly to Leng Xiaoxiao beside him, "How about it, Leng Xiaoxiao, are you bringing us to meet the Hellfire? Otherwise, why would I have any compassion for a woman?" Chapter 576, My Luck is Too Good Today, 1, Yudat Beisenvel. M. Saint Spirit Heaven, Spirit Race Ling Xiao Xiao watched as Su Lei grabbed Ling Mai's neck. Gritting his teeth, he took out a piece of parchment from his interspatial ring and threw it at Su Lei. Whoosh! Su Lei took the parchment from Ling Xiao Xiao. After opening it and taking a look, he let go of Ling Mei. Let's go. After saying this to the other three, Su Lei brought the other three and flew towards the divine realm. Watching Su Lei and the others fly towards the divine realm, Ling Mei also came to Ling Xiaoxiao's side. Sister. Ling Xiaoxiao looked at Ling Mei beside her and sighed. It's fine. They're just cannon fodder for Senior. At the same time, he was in the divine world. After Xiao Changtian left, the divine monkey also wandered around the divine realm. During this period of time, the divine monkey had practically gone to every high-end faction in the divine realm once. At this moment, in a mountain gate in the divine realm, the divine monkey was standing on a peach tree. Holding a few peaches in his hand, he shouted, "Not good, not good." The divine monkey casually threw the peach on the ground and muttered. When the elders in front of him saw him throw peaches so casually, their hearts ached. This was a spiritual fruit that their sect had treasured for countless years. He was usually unwilling to eat it. With this thought in mind, a white-haired old man also said to the divine monkey above, "Senior divine monkey, take it easy, take it easy." "Why, do I have a problem?" The divine monkey looked at the peach in its hand and threw it at the old man. The old man looked at the peach in his hand that had a small bite taken and smiled at the divine monkey. "No problem, no problem." At this moment, in the sky above the mountain gate, Su Lei and the other three slowly passed by, as if they had sensed something. Su Yu, who was standing behind Su Lei, slowly said to him, "Senior brother, we can feel that there are some passion fruits that I need to refine medicine. How about we go down?" Hearing Su Ye's voice, Su Lei also looked down. He looked disdainfully at the divine monkey and the old man below and slowly said, "I didn't expect this place to have a spirit medicine like passion fruit. You can go down. Hurry up, I'll wait for you here." Su Lei remembered what the Pill Soul Heaven had told him before he left. He didn't know how long he could let Qing Tian hold Xiao Changtian back. Naturally, he told him to end the battle quickly. He had brought him back while the Hellfire was still recovering from his injuries. Seeing Su Yu fly down, Su Dian and Su Feng smiled at Su Lei. "All of you go, hurry up." Seeing their smiles, Su Lei knew that they were moved. Very quickly, Su Yu and the other two arrived at the mountain peak where the divine monkey was. The white-haired old man saw the few people who had suddenly arrived. His expression was also very vigilant as he slowly said to them, "Who are you? Why did you barge into my everlasting sect?" Hearing the old man's words, Su Yu and the others also smiled at him. "Old man, take the passion fruit in your hand." As soon as she finished speaking, a suction force erupted from Su Ye's hand. He sucked the few passion fruits in the old man's hand. "Damn it, you actually took a bite." As she said this, Su Yu waved her sleeve at the old man. A sharp blade cut through space and arrived in front of the old man. Bang! Before the sharp blade could hit the old man, the divine monkey had already appeared in front of the old man. It easily blocked Su Ye's sharp blade. Seeing the divine monkey that had suddenly appeared, Su Yu smiled at him. "So there's such a divine monkey. If I bring it back to refine pills." Su Yu looked at the monkey in front of her with excitement in her eyes. Although he couldn't see what kind of immortal beast the divine monkey was, from its attack, he could tell that it was a divine monkey. Presumably, his cultivation level should not be low. If he were to catch it and bring it back to refine pills, he would definitely be able to refine a pill that was enough to make a name for himself. As she thought about this, Su Yu suddenly felt that her luck today was a little too good. The divine monkey looked at Su Yu and casually glanced at him. "No, this guy is too weak. There's no point in fighting him. Let's see if he has any good food on him first. Just as the divine monkey finished speaking, Suyu also saw a divine monkey that was covered in golden light suddenly appear in front of her. What was this? Before Suyu could react, a huge golden fist attacked his forehead. Bang! The giant golden fist pierced through Suyu's head. For a moment, Suyu's body exploded in midair. Su Dian and Su Feng, who had followed him over, saw Suyu's fate and then saw the divine monkey in front of them. Impossible, how could such a powerful existence appear in this place? Just that punch from the divine monkey earlier was enough to be comparable to their master. With this thought in mind, Su Dian and Su Feng did not hesitate at all. He flew out. However, before they could take a few steps, the divine monkey's fist followed closely behind. Bang! Bang! The figures of Su Dian and Su Feng directly turned into a bloody mist in the air and exploded. He casually took their interspatial rings and fiddled with them. The divine monkey casually threw them into the hands of the white-haired old man. Boring. There's nothing good to eat at all. The white-haired old man took the interspatial ring that the divine monkey threw over. After checking his hand, the old man said excitedly to the divine monkey, "Thank you, Senior Divine Monkey." In the interspatial ring, he had found many treasures that he had not even seen before. If these were placed outside, they would definitely be the family treasures of various factions. With all this, the white-haired old man suddenly felt that the passion fruits just now were nothing. At this moment, the pair of eyes behind him also looked at a space outside. "Give me over," the divine monkey said slowly. Then, its huge palm slapped towards the void. Senior, spare my life." When the divine monkey slapped out its palm, a voice sounded in the air. Following that, Su Lei's figure waddled over to the front of the divine monkey. "Senior, please spare my life. I have nothing to do with them. I'm just a passerby." When the divine monkey heard Su Lei's words, it raised its palm and slapped it towards Su Lei. "Senior, wait, I know how to play games." Su Lei shouted loudly when he saw the huge palm that was about to slam down on him. At this moment, the divine monkey's palm also stopped. Chapter 577, Playing the Game, 1, Yudat Beisenvel. Divine Realm, on a mountain peak. The divine monkey looked at Su Lei, who was in front of him, and slowly said to him, "You know how to play games. Tell me, what game is it?" Su Lei heaved a sigh of relief when he saw that he hadn't been slapped to death. He had only said it out of desperation when he heard the divine monkey say that there was nothing fun to do. Looking around, Su Lei said to the divine monkey, "Senior Divine Monkey, why don't we play rock paper scissors?" Thinking back to the game he had seen in the mortal world, Su Lei said to the divine monkey. When the divine monkey heard Su Lei's words, it also remembered what it had read in Xiao Chang Tian's book. "Rock, paper, scissors," Su Lei said slowly. Then, he attacked together with the divine monkey. "Senior, you won." At this moment, Su Lei said to the divine monkey in a flattering manner. The divine monkey nodded when it heard Su Lei's words. Then, he slapped Su Lei. Bang! After being struck by the divine monkey's palm, Su Lei also spun 180 degrees on the spot. "Senior, why?" "Master's book says that the loser will be punished. Get up and continue." When the divine monkey saw Su Lei lying on the ground, it grabbed him and shook him. This guy couldn't be that weak, right? With this thought in mind, the divine monkey also took Su Lei's interspatial ring. He casually picked up a jade bottle from inside. This should be okay. He grabbed a handful of pills from the jade bottle and stuffed them into Su Lei's mouth. Get up and continue. The divine monkey slowly spoke to Su Lei when he saw him wake up. Su Lei slowly stabilized his body. He looked behind him and said slowly, "Senior, why don't we change to another game? When the divine monkey heard Su Lei's words, he frowned as well. Seeing the expression on the divine monkey's face, Su Lei also took a few steps back. He slowly said to him, "Senior, let's continue." After a while, the divine monkey was fiddling with a jade bottle in his hand. No more. He saw that the pills in the jade bottle had been used up, and Su Lei was still lying on the ground. The divine monkey also slowly walked to the side. "Boring, you're so weak." On the other side, in the demon spirit Azure Ox Mountain, Xiao Changtian and Futian looked at the demonic beasts in front of them and were very happy. Other than filling up his interspatial ring, he also filled up a few gunny sacks. After looking at the sacks he had arranged, Xiao Changtian said to Futian and the others, "It's time for us to go back to the base." Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Futian nodded at him. Then, Xiao Changtian said to Black Bear, "Little Black Bear, it's been hard on you this time. Why don't you leave with me?" Thinking of the forest behind the island, Xiao Changtian felt that it was not a bad idea to arrange for Black Bear to stay there. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Black Bear was delighted. Being able to follow an expert like Xiao Changtian, it would not be difficult for him to break through to the Immortal King realm or even higher in the future. Then, as if he had thought of something, Xiao Changtian slowly said to Futian, "Futian, help me say goodbye to Purple Pearl. I'll take Little Black Bear and the others back first." Purple Pearl saw Xiao Changtian gather all the beasts in Green Bull Mountain to kill. He also returned to his Purple Pearl mercenary group to recuperate. When Futian heard Xiao Changshan's words, he slowly responded. "All right, Master." Saint Spirit Heaven, Spirit Race Ling Xiao Xiao and Leng Mei stood outside the sect and looked in the direction of the divine world. No one knew what they were thinking. At this moment, they also saw a figure slowly walking over from below. "Sister, look below." Leng Mei pointed at the figure below and said slowly to Ling Xiao Xiao. After the figure approached, Leng Mei also saw his appearance clearly. "Ghost." When Leng Mei saw the face of the person who came, she also slapped him. Bang! The figure was hit by Leng Mei's slap, and his figure also staggered, retreating backward. Leng Xiao Xiao. At this moment, the figure also let out a furious voice. Upon hearing this voice, both Leng Xiao Xiao and Leng Mei felt that it was somewhat familiar. Then, when she saw the clothes on the person who came, she slowly said to him, "Lord Alchemist." Hearing Leng Xiaoxiao's words, Su Lei also shouted at them, "Look at what you've done. Your spiritual race is unforgivable." Ah! At this moment, Su Lei was covering his face. Leng Xiao Xiao and Leng Mei looked at the liver-faced Su Lei in front of them and covered their mouths to hold back their laughter. "Lord Alchemist, what happened to you?" Leng Mei said slowly to Su Lei. When Su Lei heard Leng Mei's words, he also pointed at the two people in front of him. "Leng Xiao Xiao, if you don't want your spirit race to perish, I think you'd better bring me to find the hellfire. Otherwise, I guarantee that your spiritual race will be exterminated." At this moment, Su Lei also said fiercely. When Leng Xiao Xiao heard Su Lei's words, she also said to him, "Lord Alchemist, are you sure you want to go again?" In Leng Xiaoxiao's eyes, Su Lei's injuries were definitely caused by Xiao Changtian. Hearing Leng Xiaoxiao's words, Su Lei also said to her, "Don't play tricks on me. Take me there personally. Master Alchemist, please don't think about it anymore. We're doing this for your own good." At this moment, Leng Mei spoke slowly to Su Lei. "I said take me there, don't you understand?" At this moment, Su Lei was also a little furious. Hearing Su Lei's words, Leng Mei shrugged and said to him, "All right then." "Oh right, I forgot to tell you. He also has a monkey and a turtle. You have to worry." Thinking of Xiao Changshan's training in the mortal world, if Su Lei died here, it would be quite troublesome. When Su Lei heard Leng Mei's words, he also said to him, "Monkey. I hate monkeys the most. I'll go over and kill him." Hearing Su Lei's words, Leng Mei smiled. I hope you won't regret it when the time comes. Hearing Leng Mei's words, Su Lei also raised the corners of his mouth in disdain. On the other side, Xiao Changtian brought the Black Bear tribe's figure and slowly arrived in the divine world. After returning to the divinity, Xiao Changtian felt a sense of comfort. We're finally back. I wonder how the construction of their main palace is going. As he said that, Xiao Changtian led the bear tribe towards the 100,000 mountains. Chapter 578, An apothecary from Treasure Pill Heaven is Yudat Bisenvel. Am actually running naked? _L in the divine world, a few figures slowly streaked across the sky. Then, Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei slowly landed on the ground with Su Lei. Looking at the 100,000 mountains in front of her, Leng Xiaoxiao said slowly to Su Lei behind her, Lord Alchemist, it's just ahead. When Su Lei heard Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei's words, he also glanced at the 100,000 mountains. The mountain fog was so thick that they could not detect the situation inside. It seemed like this was the place. With this thought in mind, Su Lei walked in front and slowly entered the 100,000 mountains. Not long after Su Lei entered the 100,000 mountains, his eyes widened. It was as if he had seen an incredible existence. He turned around and was about to walk out of the 100,000 mountains. However, before Su Lei could even take a few steps out, Su Lei felt a suction force coming from behind him, pulling him backward. Bang! Su Lei's figure slowly landed on the ground. Staring at the divine monkey in front of him, Su Lei revealed a faint smile on his face. He slowly said, Senior Divine Monkey, what a coincidence. We meet again. When the divine monkey saw Su Lei standing in front of him, his heart was filled with joy. Last time, he thought that this guy had been beaten to death. He did not expect him to be alive and kicking so quickly. We meet again. You're here to play games with me, right? The majestic voice of the divine monkey entered Su Lei's ears. Upon hearing the words of the divine monkey, Su Lei hurriedly waved his hand at him. Senior Divine Monkey, no, I just accidentally entered this place. I still have something to do, not here to play with me. Is the game not fun? Before Su Lei could finish speaking, the divine monkey's voice rang out in his ears once again. Hearing the slightly angry voice of the divine monkey, Su Lei felt a bitter feeling in his heart that he couldn't express. He had only escaped from the thief's den for a short while. Why did he go in again? This Leng Xiaoxiao will definitely get her master to destroy their spirit race when she returns. Although he was thinking this in his heart, Su Lei didn't dare to complain. He hurriedly said to the divine monkey, the game is fun. The game is fun. When the divine monkey heard Su Lei's words, he was delighted. Standing in front of Su Lei, he stretched out his hand, ready to attack. Let's begin. Rock, paper, scissors. Su Lei looked at the divine monkey's scissors and the cloth in his hand. Then, he saw the divine monkey slowly raise its arm. He hurriedly said to the divine monkey, Senior Divine Monkey, wait a moment. At this moment, the divine monkey's huge palm also stopped in midair. What, are you trying to cheat? The divine monkey's majestic voice entered Su Lei's ears, causing him to shudder. No, no. Senior Divine Monkey, how could that be? At this moment, Su Lei had a smile on his face. Looking at the divine monkey in front of him, he continued, Senior Divine Monkey, if you continue to fight like this, I probably won't be able to play with you in a while. Why don't we change the punishment? Su Lei truly didn't dare to accept another slap from the divine monkey. If he were to be beaten up by the divine monkey again, Su Lei felt that he could go to the Elysian world. Hearing Su Lei's words, the divine monkey's interest was piqued. He slowly said, what punishment mechanism? Hearing the divine monkey's words, Su Lei was also flustered. He took out a few bottles of medicinal pills from his interspatial ring. Senior Divine Monkey, look at this Jade Spirit Pill and Wind Gathering Pill. They're both high-grade medicinal pills that I've just refined. If you win, can you take it away? The divine monkey looked at the pill in Su Lei's hand, then slowly took it and fiddled with it in his hand. He took out one and put it into his mouth. Bah! Just as the pill entered his mouth, he spat it out from his mouth. It tastes too bad, no. Seeing the divine monkey eating his pills like candy, it even had a dissatisfied expression. Su Lei's face and mouth twitched, and his heart was bleeding. These were the best medicinal pills he had. Every one of them was priceless. Why was it worthless when it came to Senior Divine Monkey? At this moment, Su Lei could also feel the divine monkey's eyes staring straight at him. You're right. Your small body can't take a beating. Hearing the divine monkey's words, Su Lei suddenly felt like he was about to burst into tears. Then, the divine monkey's voice continued to be heard. I think the clothes you're wearing are quite good. Why don't you take them off and let me wear them? Looking at Su Lei's clothes that were adorned with the pill furnace, the divine monkey spoke slowly to Su Lei. Hearing the divine monkey's words, Su Lei's eyes widened. Then, before Su Lei could react, the divine monkey stretched out its hand and swept it across Su Lei's body. Su Lei felt his upper body turn cold. And his alchemist uniform and top had already arrived in the hands of the divine monkey. The divine monkey looked at the clothes in its hands, and its body also changed. She put on Su Lei's clothes. Following which, the divine monkey continued to speak to Su Lei, Kid, let's continue. Hearing the divine monkey's unquestionable words, Su Lei continued to play with him. After a few rounds, all of Su Lei's clothes had landed on the divine monkey. As for Su Lei, he was standing within the 100,000 mountains. A gust of cold wind blew past. Su Lei also clamped his legs together, looking at the divine monkey with an aggrieved expression. She saw Su Lei looking at her with an aggrieved expression and his naked body. The divine monkey waved at him. Alright, that's all for today. You're welcome to come again. Hearing the divine monkey's words, Su Lei suddenly felt as if he had just recovered from a serious illness. Although she was saying in her heart that she would never see him again. However, he still nodded at the divine monkey. Then, he turned around and ran out. At the same time, Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei also slowly walked into the 100,000 mountains. Sister, do you think Senior will blame us for bringing that guy here? Hearing Leng Mei's words, Leng Xiaoxiao was just about to respond when she saw a figure walking towards them at a rapid speed. Little sister, be careful. Pulling Leng Mei behind her, Leng Xiaoxiao also circulated the true essence in her body. A pair of beautiful eyes looked ahead, and then a white figure appeared in front of Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei. This is Lord Alchemist. After seeing who it was, Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei's faces turned red. This dignified alchemist of Treasure Pill Heaven was actually running around naked. At this moment, Leng Mei also shouted at Su Lei. Hooligan, hooligan. As she spoke, Leng Mei also used her hands to cover her eyes. Even Leng Xiaoxiao, who was at the side, looked at Su Lei, not knowing what to say. As for Su Lei, he looked at Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei in front of him and realized something as well. He reached out with both hands. Chapter 579, Is this something a normal person can do? Yudat Baisenvel. M_1 Divine Realm, 100,000 Mountains. Shao Changtian brought Futian to the 100,000 mountains. Shao Changtian saw Su Lei and Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei who were standing beside him. Wow! Shao Changtian looked at Su Lei and rubbed his eyes. After confirming that he was not mistaken, he hurriedly walked over and stood in front of Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei. He slowly said to Su Lei in front of him, Hey, what are you doing here? Although I can understand that you have a hobby of streaking. But there are still many girls in the 100,000 mountains. It won't be good for you to do this. Besides, if you run around naked alone, it will also tarnish your family's reputation. At this moment, Su Lei was rolling around in his interspatial ring. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, his blood boiled and he said to Xiao Changtian irritably, "I'm telling you, if you say another word, I promise I'll take your head off." Xiao Changtian frowned when he heard Su Lei's words. This guy came to run around naked here, and he was still so confident. Then, Xiao Changtian slowly said to Futian, "Futian, kick this person out." Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Futian also counted his fingers. "All right, master." At this moment, Su Lei finally found a piece of clothing in his interspatial ring. After he wore it, his body was about to attack Xiao Changtian. "I think you like to run around naked. Give it to me." Su Lei's body floated in the air, his hands already in an eagle's hook position. After seeing Xiao Changshan's face clearly, it was as if he had seen something unbelievable. "Wow, why is this person here? Didn't master say that this person was being held back?" Before he could think clearly, Futian sent a kick towards Su Lei. Bang! Su Lei's body crashed heavily onto the ground. After being kicked by Futian, Su Lei didn't feel any resentment. Instead, he smiled at Futian and Xiao Changtian and said, Senior, that was just a misunderstanding, Actually, I just happened to pass by. I'll leave now." As soon as he finished speaking, Su Lei also wanted to run towards the exit of the 100,000 mountains. He had done something wrong recently. First, he encountered a divine beast like the divine monkey. Not only had he been slapped a few times for no reason, but the pills on him had also been spat out like candy. In the end, he even took away his clothes mercilessly. And why didn't this person follow the plan? This Lin Xiao, he would definitely kill her when he got back. Where the hell did they bring him? Xiao Changtian heard Su Lei's words and said slowly, "Wait, stop." As soon as Xiao Changtian finished speaking, Su Lei realized that a group of people had appeared in front of him. Oh my god, isn't this the Bear clan in Green Bull Mountain? Was this their leader, Black Bear? Why are they all here? Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, Su Lei stopped thinking and slammed on the brakes. Too terrifying, too terrifying. It seemed like it wasn't because they didn't carry out their plan. It was that this senior's strength could no longer be said to be a giant. It was simply a huge wave among giants. Those demonic beasts on the Green Bull Mountain were clearly slaughtered by others. Otherwise, why would the Black Bear appear here? At this moment, Su Lei also felt Xiao Changtian slowly walking towards him. A clear stream of water flowed down from between his legs. "Senior, I was really just passing by." Xiao Changtian came in front of Su Lei. What was that smell? At this moment, Xiao Changtian also covered his nose. Wow, this kid, urinating and defecating on the spot. Originally, Xiao Changtian wasn't sure if Su Lei had a problem with his brain. Now, it seemed that he wasn't crazy. He was simply a lunatic. Running around naked and urinating on the spot, was this something that a normal person could do? At this moment, a commotion came from the 100,000 mountains. Then, the figures of Dales de Yang, Divine King Hong Yun and the others appeared in Xiao Changshan's vision. "Senior, you're back." Seeing Xiao Changtian, the great sun immortal greeted him. Then, she seemed to have smelled something strange and covered her nose. As for Su Lei, he was already extremely nervous as he looked at Xiao Changtian. He looked at the shovels and hoes in the hands of the great sun immortal and divine king Red Cloud. These were all high-grade immortal artifacts. The moment he saw these celestial artifacts, Su Lei felt his head go dizzy. He fell to the ground and fainted. Su Lei's fainting had also attracted the attention of everyone present. "Senior, this is..." Taoist Big Sun looked at Su Lei who was lying on the ground and the unknown liquid beside him as he spoke slowly to him. "I don't know. He's a psychopath." When the great sun immortal heard Xiao Changshan's words, he nodded at him. I understand, Senior. Following that, he waved his hand, and Divine King Red Cloud and the others also arrived in front of Su Lei. She packed up and wanted to bring him out. Then, Xiao Changtian slowly said to everyone, everyone is here. I went out this time to hunt a lot of wild beasts. Let's have a good meal tonight. Hearing Xiao Changshan's words, everyone was delighted. The wild beast that Senior mentioned was not an ordinary wild beast. Then, Xiao Changtian brought everyone back to the island. After getting on the island, Xiao Changtian looked at Little Black and thought of something. He slowly took the goldfish tank from Futian. He said slowly to Blackie, Xiao Hei, I have a goldfish here. I've been quite busy recently. Can you help me take care of it? Recently, he had to complete all kinds of system missions. And these small animals were not very worry-free. What if they were taken away by wild beasts in the mountains one day? Little Black was also a demonic beast that had just entered the sect not long ago. It was the most suitable to give it to him. The Blackwater Dragon smiled at Xiao Changtian. Seeing that Blackie didn't have any reaction, Xiao Changtian took it as a silent agreement. Then, he slowly placed the small goldfish tank into the lake. Then, he walked towards the Hellfire's kitchen in satisfaction. When the little goldfish entered the lake, Blackie immediately said to him flatteringly, Senior Ancestral Dragon, you'll be the boss of this lake in the future. If you say go east, no one will dare to go west. If you say second, no one will dare to say first. The Ancestral Dragon entered the lake and casually glanced at the Blackwater Dragon. The Black Flood Dragon's bloodline was pitifully little. Then, Ancestral Dragon ignored Blackie and swam to the bottom of the lake. Chapter 580, Can make hundreds of them at any time. 1. Yudat Bisenvel. Treasure Pill Heaven, a quiet pavilion at this moment, there were two figures standing opposite each other on both sides of the stone table in the pavilion. An old man dressed in black and white clothes with flowery hair was boiling tea on a stone table. This person was none other than the vice head of the Pill Pavilion, Pill Huntian. Sitting opposite him was an old man wearing a 7-star collar and colorful striped clothes. From his attire, it was obvious that this person was the array master from One Array Heaven, Zui Yuanxiu. The two of them were drinking tea. At this moment, an Alchemy Pavilion disciple also ran over from outside. Pavilion Master, bad news. Pavilion Master, bad news. After calling out a few times, the Pill Pavilion disciple also came to the front of the small pavilion. Looking at the panting disciples, a trace of displeasure flashed across Dan Hunchin's face. Su Tu, what's wrong? How dare you lose your land so rashly? Hearing the furious words of the Pill Huntian, the Pill Pavilion disciple also eased the aura within his body. Pavilion Master, this is bad. Just now, the soul jade plates of Su Lei and Su Yu were shattered. What? Hearing Su Tu's words, Dan Huntian also smashed the teacup in his hand heavily on the stone table. Su Lei was sent by him to capture the Hellfire. How could he have been killed? In the entire human realm upon heavens, everyone knew that Su Lei was his disciple. He dared to kill his own disciple. He was quite bold. It seemed that the other party did not take him seriously at all. Brother Zhua, I'm sorry. I'll have to leave today. Something happened in the pavilion, so I'll go deal with it. At this time, Dan Huntian also said slowly to Zhua Xiuyuan. Zhua Xiuyuan also smiled at him when he heard the words of the Pill Soul Heaven. Brother Dan, you don't have to be so polite. But if you encounter any trouble, do you need my help? When the Pill Soul Sky heard Zhua Xiuyuan's words, he also cupped his fists at him. It's not a big deal. I just want to let my disciple go to the Saint Spirit Sky to train and help me get the Hellfire. I didn't expect the Hellfire to be so bold as to kill my disciple. Zhua Xiuyuan also stood up from his seat when he saw Dan Huntian's gloomy face. Brother Dan, you don't have to be so angry. My junior brother is currently in the Saint Spirit sky. If you need anything, just let me know. Hearing Zhuo Ziyuan's straightforward words, Pil Soul Heaven also thought of something. She slowly said to him, Brother, since you've said so, I won't hide anything. An unknown expert has appeared on the Hellfire side. According to my estimation, it should be the strength of a half-step immortal emperor. Half-step immortal emperor. He did not expect the Saint Spirit sky to have such an expert. Zhuo Xiaoyuan hesitated for a moment when he heard Pil Soul Heaven's words. He then continued, No problem, but you know the rules of my junior brother. Hearing Zhuo Xiaoyuan's words, Dan Hun Tian also nodded. My clan brother understands the rules. He doesn't care about ordinary treasures. I need 100 young women. Don't worry, as long as you help me complete it. Let alone 100, I can even find 1,000 for him. Ha ha ha. Hearing the words of the Pil Soul Sky, Zhuo Xiaoyuan also laughed out loud. In that case, Brother Dan, let's continue drinking tea. Hearing Zhuo Xiaoyuan's words, Dan Hun Tian also smiled and slowly said to Su Tu, order 100 young women to be prepared. Su Tu also nodded when he heard Pil Soul Heaven's words and then retreated. Dan Hun Tian also came to the side of the stone table and continued to drink tea with Zhuo Xiaoyuan. At the same time, in the divine world, on the island of the 100,000 mountains, tables of feasts had already been set up. Shao Changtian and the Great Sun Immortal also sat at the banquet. Each banquet was filled with the meat of all kinds of demon beasts that Shao Changtian had brought back from the demon spirit sky. Shao Changtian took a bite of the meat and picked up the wine cup on the table. He said to everyone, It's been hard on everyone present to complete the construction of the main hall of the divine court on time. Cheers! As soon as he finished speaking, Shao Changtian also drank a cup of wine. When Deity King Red Cloud and the others saw Shao Changtian gulping down a cup of wine, they also said to him, Cheers! Everyone drank a glass of wine and paired it with the wine and meat on the table. They could feel waves of pure energy washing over their bodies. After Shao Changtian drank a cup of wine, he said to the others, The repair of the back mountain will continue to be hard. Don't worry, everyone. After everyone heard Shao Changshan's words, they also said to him, Senior, don't worry. We'll definitely complete the mission on time. At this moment, Di Wuzheng said to Shao Changtian, Master, tell us, how did you defeat so many wild beasts? Yes. Senior, how did you fight back? When the others heard Daiwa's words, they also looked at Shao Changtian curiously. Shao Changtian smiled at them when he saw their surprised expressions. I didn't use any high-end methods. I just placed some medicinal powder. This is it. Take a look. While speaking, Shao Changtian took out a few sachets from his interspatial ring. Wow, this smell is definitely the strongest poison I've ever seen. I didn't expect Senior to have such deep knowledge in poison path. Seeing Senior's sachet, I don't even know what I made before. It's simply rubbish. At this moment, Shao Changtian also said to everyone, Do you like it? If you like it, I can give it to you. Hearing Shao Changshan's words, God King Red Cloud and the others also said to him slowly, Senior, is this appropriate? What is there that is not suitable? This thing can be made into 100 or 80 pieces at will. Shao Changtian smiled at Divine King Red Cloud. It was just a simple sachet of beast-luring powder, something that could be found anywhere in the mortal world. It wasn't anything valuable. Then, Shao Changtian slowly said to Di Wuzheng, come, distribute it to everyone. Alright, Master. Di Wuzheng also came to Shao Changtian and helped him distribute the sachets. Divine King Red Cloud and the others took the sachets and looked at Shao Changtian with gratitude. At this moment, the system's voice sounded in Shao Changshan's mind. Ding dong. detected that the host has completed the main palace construction mission. The host will now be rewarded with a book of the complete understanding of formations and a set of 18 flags. Next, host, please repair the small forest at the back of the mountain and build a sect protection array for the sect. Chapter 581, The Number 1 Killing Array Master, 1, Udat Bisenvel. Divine Realm, 100,000 mountains in a pavilion on the island, sunlight shone through the window onto the bed. Xiao Changtian, who was sleeping on the bed, opened his sleepy eyes. Xiao Changtian slowly sat on the bed and covered his forehead. Then, Xiao Changtian shook his head. He remembered that he had a drink with the immortal De Yang and the others last night, and then he went back to his room. Xiao Changtian was stunned when he saw the system interface in his mind. Completely unravel the formation. Then, Xiao Changtian slowly said in his mind, System, retrieve the reward. Ding dong. Host's order has been received. Reward will be issued. Please check. Bang. As the system's voice fell, an ancient book appeared in front of Xiao Changtian. Seeing this cover, Xiao Changtian suddenly felt that it looked familiar. Wow, isn't this the complete solution of the teaching material? Wasn't this yellow cover the complete explanation of the teaching materials he bought in primary school in his previous life? F***ck, when Xiao Changtian saw the cover, he remembered the way he dozed off in school. Then, he saw the 18 flags on the system interface. He wouldn't get 18 colored flags for himself, right? With this thought in mind, Xiao Changtian also clicked on the 18 great flags and took them out from his backpack. F***ck. As expected, these 18 flags were really 18 flags. He thought that it was some kind of immortal cultivator's magic tool. He saw the new mission on the system interface. This stupid system was getting more and more demanding. I can understand why you said you wanted to build those palaces. He had even sent Shinting to such a remote place. What sect protection array? The key was that he was just a mortal. How could he build it? Could it be that he knew magic tricks? Seeing the system panel, Xiao Changshan's good mood disappeared. At this moment, Lin Ruomio's voice slowly came from outside the door. Master, it's time to get up and eat. I'll be right there. Xiao Changtian replied to the door and also prepared to get up. I can only ask the great sun immortal if he knows any immortal cultivators. I wonder if those Xiaoxianists charge expensive fees. Xiao Changtian said as he walked out of the room. At the same time, in the Saint Spirit Sky, the spirit race, who are you? Hurry up and let us out. Otherwise, when the clan leader returns, he will definitely teach you a lesson. On the spiritual race's snowy peak, a group of spiritual race disciples looked at a gray-haired elder in midair and shouted angrily. Originally, after Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei left the spiritual race with Su Lei. The spiritual race was also in a state of peace and tranquility. Unexpectedly, not long after Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei left, an old man came from outside. The old man had gray hair, wore a skull necklace, and held an abacus in his hand. After arriving at the spiritual race, they had set up layers of arrays outside their palace without any warning. It trapped them inside. Ha ha ha. The elder in midair laughed loudly when he heard the spiritual race disciples' words. Ha ha ha, your patriarch, I came here to find your patriarch. Where is your clan leader? Hurry up and let him come out to see me. This way, you can save a few more dog lives. Upon hearing the elder's words, the spiritual race disciples below were enraged. Humiliating my spirit race like this, if you have the guts, then fight me one-on-one. As soon as he finished speaking, the disciple turned into a wisp of smoke and disappeared in the air. You still want to fight me one-on-one? Hurry up and get your clan leader to come out. At this moment, the old man seemed to have lost his patience and shouted at the spiritual race disciples below. Seeing the spiritual race disciples' souls scatter, the rest of the spiritual race disciples were also terrified. At the same time, in the outer space of the spiritual race, two streaks of light were hurrying over. Following that, Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei arrived at the peak of the spiritual race's mountain. Seeing the old man in the air, Leng Xiaoxiao's face was slightly angry. She said to the sky, "I wonder if you're that cultivator from Wanjin heaven. Why did you attack our spirit race? You are Leng Xiaoxiao of the spiritual race, right? What a beautiful lady." The old man looked at Leng Mei and Leng Xiaoxiao, who had just arrived on the mountain peak, and said to them in a demonic manner, "This old man is Zhuo Luyun." Hearing the old man's words, Leng Mei was also shocked. The number 1 killing array master of Wanjin Tian, Zhuo Luyun. At this moment, Leng Xiaoxiao's expression turned ugly. This Zhuo Luyun was considered notorious in the human realm upon heavens. His strength was famous for setting up killing formations. It was rumored that if he attacked, all the men under him would die, and all the women would become his furnaces. It seems that there are still people who know my name all these years. In the air, Zhuo Luyun slowly stroked his beard. Seemingly afraid of Zhuo Luyun's reputation, Leng Mei said to him, "Zhuo Luyun, I advise you not to act recklessly. We have a good relationship with Senior. If Senior finds out that you're dealing with us, your soul will definitely scatter." Ha ha ha. Zhuo Luyun burst into laughter in midair when he heard Leng Mei's words. "Senior? And you want to turn me into ashes? To tell you the truth, I came here to deal with him." After Zhuo Luyun received Zhuo Ziyuan's order, he immediately went to the spirit race. After being said by Leng Mei, his interest in Xiao Changtian grew even more. Seeing Zhuo Luyun laughing out loud, Leng Mei continued, "If you look down on seniors so much, I'm afraid you won't even know how you died. There's also Senior Divine Monkey, Senior Black Tortoise, and the others. You can turn you into ashes at any time." When Zhuo Luyun heard Leng Mei's words, his figure flashed in the air and instantly appeared in front of Leng Xiaoxiao and Leng Mei. "I was going to finish you off on the spot. After hearing what you said, I suddenly changed my mind. I suddenly want to see what kind of expression you will have when I kill the senior you mentioned and bring him to you. Black Tortoise, Divine Monkey, if these divine beasts really exist in this world, I would still retreat. But with your strength as a golden immortal, how can you see through the other party's technique?" As he spoke, Zhuo Luyun pointed at Leng Mei's forehead. "Wait for me to come back. Little girl." By the time Leng Mei and Leng Xiaoxiao reacted, Zhuo Luyun's figure had already disappeared from their sight. Only a voice full of evil charm was left behind. As Zhuo Luyun left, the spiritual race disciples who were trapped in the array were freed. At this moment, Leng Xiaoxiao looked at the direction of the divine world without the slightest worry in her eyes. Pass down the order to strengthen the defense. Chapter 582, Senior Ancestral Dragon Dozison have the Yudat Bison Right to carry shoes. 1. Divine Realm, the 100,000 Mountains. In midair, the space fluctuated slowly. Then, Zhuo Luyun's figure slowly emerged. Beside him were 3 masked men in black robes. This barren land was rather interesting. Looking at the fog above the 100,000 mountains, Zhuo Luyun said slowly. "The 3 of you, go and lure the people inside out. I'll set up a grand array here." The moment Zhuo Luyun finished speaking, the 3 masked men behind him also gave him a fist salute. "Understood." Then, the 3 of them turned into 3 streaks of light and flew into the 100,000 mountains. "No matter how profound your camouflage technique is, you can't hide from my killing formation." After the 3 masked men entered the Shirwan mountain, they slowly advanced along the mountain path. Bang! One of the masked men threw a punch at his surroundings, and a giant snake that was about to attack them was caught by him. The living beings of the lower realm are so weak. Bang! After killing the snake in their hands, the 3 masked men came to a lake. Senior brothers, I don't think we need to lure them to master. These lower realm beings are like ants. Well, deal with them. A masked man slowly said to the two figures beside him. Along the way, although there were ferocious beasts attacking, they were all demonic beasts that could not even be considered immortals. They could solve it easily. From the looks of those ants outside, there won't be any impressive figures here. It's fine if the two senior brothers don't want to fight. I'll settle it. Hearing the masked man's words, the other two also laughed out loud. Then I'll leave it to junior apprentice brother. At this moment, they had also arrived at the lakeside. As soon as they stepped onto the surface of the lake, the three of them felt the soles of their feet go soft. Around them, countless lakes were rolling. They staggered and almost fell into the lake. Bang! A splash of water appeared on the surface of the lake. Roar! 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 With a roar, a flood dragon covered in black scales appeared in their field of vision. Sensing the aura emanating from the Blackwater dragon, they felt a wave of despair. The black flood dragon's aura was at the immortal king level. During this period of time, Xiao Changtian also dumped his kitchen waste into the lake. And under Xiao Hei's relentless cleaning, his own strength also increased. Especially after the ancestral dragon entered the lake, under the guidance of the ancestral dragon, his strength increased by leaps and bounds. Roar! 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 The three masked men had yet to react to the Blackwater dragon's attack. Another roar sounded. Chapter 583, Preposterous, 1, Yudat Bisenvel. Divine Realm, 100,000 Mountains. Xiao Changtian walked around the island after breakfast. After not discovering the figure of the immortal De Yang, he also planned to go out for a walk. He wanted to see if he could find a suitable array master. Xiao Changtian slowly rowed his boat out of the island. He also saw the little goldfish and the Blackwater dragon swimming on the lake. Not bad, much better than the old turtle and the others. Xiao Changtian looked at the lake and said slowly. Xiao Changtian quickly walked over when he saw the black clothes on the ground. He picked up the black clothes from the ground. There was still some warmth. Could it be that he had just taken it off? Xiao Changtian suddenly realized something. That streaking man couldn't be here again, right? Then, Xiao Changtian hurried towards the exit of the 100,000 Mountains. If this streaking man were to stick around here, the people here would not be able to explain it even if they had 10 mouths. Xiao Changtian was about to walk out when he saw the little goldfish swimming around the lake. Alright, I'll bring you along. Then, Xiao Changtian took out a goldfish tank from his interspatial ring. He placed the little goldfish into the goldfish tank in his hand and walked out. At the same time, outside the 100,000 Mountains, Zuoluyun stood in the air with a huge abacus in his hand. The abacus kept emitting all kinds of different colors of light. Then, Zuoluyun changed his hand gesture and said slowly, Moon reading array, devour the heavens and earth, fall into eternal life, rise. As soon as Zuoluyun finished speaking, dark gray lines appeared on the ground below. The lines intersected and connected, finally forming a huge hexagonal starlight. Following the formation of the array, the dark clouds in the sky surged in all directions, and a gentle breeze blew. After doing all this, Zuoluyun slowly looked in the direction of the 100,000 Mountains. The grand formation is completed. As long as you enter my formation, you will become my plaything no matter how powerful you are. Then, Zuoluyun seemed to sense something. With a series of hand gestures, the entire formation was hidden underground. Zuoluyun's figure also disappeared into the air. After a while, Xiao Changtian slowly walked out of the 100,000 Mountains. Where did this naked man run off to? Xiao Changtian held the black clothes in his hands and looked around. In a corner, Zuoluyun saw the black clothes in Xiao Changshan's hands. The veins on his face bulged. Provoke. Provoke. This was a blatant provocation. How could he not see that the black clothes in Xiao Changshan's hand were his disciple's clothes? He was still wondering why Xiao Changtian didn't see his disciple when he came out. As the saying goes, when immortals fight, mortals suffer. It was better for him to hurry back to the mountain to avoid unnecessary disasters. Xiao Changshan's words fell into Zhuo Luyan's ears. Preposterous, you actually look down on your own moon reading array and want to break it. How can I let you have your wish? Whoosh! 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 Zhuo Luyan's hands kept moving across the surface of the abacus. Then, the formation under Xiao Changshan's feet started to move. A huge bolt of lightning appeared above Xiao Changtian. Boom! 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 Whoosh! Xiao Changtian saw a flash of light in front of him and looked up. Wow, even lightning was here. It seemed like a storm was coming. He still felt that it was better to go back. It was not good to be drenched. Thinking of this, Xiao Changtian quickened his pace. Ha, now you know that you are going to flee. It's too late. Zhuo Luyan said slowly. Then, he directed the lightning in the sky to attack Xiao Changtian. You're tuning in to the Blissful Bookshelf YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.